track,
If you ain't talking money, then I don't want to talk.
Still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Tell them still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Tell them still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam.
All right, we're gonna make this live a little short because I gotta get up in the morning. Welcome to another edition of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. I went live a little late last night. I think for the second time, I think. And of course, if you didn't catch it, there was a significant amount of what you would call feminists, right? Why are they screaming at the top of their lungs, we don't want nothing to do with you black men anymore? It's like, it's really starting to get crazy. I want to give a shout out. Real quick. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Please become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. I want to give a shout out to Courtney Michelle. That is an amazing woman, because not only does she look good from head to toe, but she said something profound that I can agree with 1,000%. And it is pertaining to all the ladies that were complaining, all the people that were in uproar. And I get it. You know, Kamala Harris, you know, didn't win because she was talking that she was trying to get, you know, black voters to vote for her. And in the result of that, she had other people do some interference work for her that really wasn't in the best interest, in her best interest, and like Angela Rye, for one. Angela Rye is not in the best interest of anybody at this point. Neither is, you know, Meg Thee Stallion. I mean, you can name them all. Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B. I like Cardi B because she talks too damn much. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, she used to make me laugh, but as a chewing on that gum. First of all, you're chewing on gum when you're talking to the people, right? That's just disrespectful. You're chewing gum when you're talking to the people. You're sipping on your water. You're reading from your little phone, and you're throwing Kamala Harris under the bus. Needless to say, Courtney Michelle said this. Paraphrasing, get your ass up and go to work. Get your ass up, brush your teeth, wash your face, wash your ass, and just go to work. Because January 2025 hits, ain't nothing gonna happen. He's gonna make some crazy executive orders, which clearly wouldn't have nothing to do with America, because a little bit more that we should be concerned about as our legislators, our mayors, and our governors, and our school attendees. Those are the type of things that we need to be voting on instead of our national election, because guess what? That's what they do. Even in emergency, I mean, I'm not a politician, but even though I do know he makes business decisions and he is not a good businessman. I'm getting sick and tired of people saying he's not a businessman. He is a businessman. He's just not a smart one. He's lost millions and millions of dollars. The casino here that's here in Las Vegas is not even his. He's lost millions of dollars, but he's gotten a lot of endorsements. So that is a rich man. He's gotten endorsements from Vladimir Putin. He's gotten it from Kim Jong. I don't know why, but he is selling out America. But at the same time, he's taking those jobs that are being lost back to the United States of America. But they're not going to be for you. They're going to be for immigrants. But oh wait, he's got to finish that border up. Do you really think he's going to finish that border up on time? I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Fact of the matter is, when Courtney Michelle said those words, "Get your ass up and go to work," I applaud, because I have never seen this much eruption from this hardcore women in my life over something that they cannot control. Even if 80% of men, even if 80% of men voted blue, it still wasn't going to matter either way, because he was going to grab all the swing states, including Pennsylvania. The only two states that were undecided were Arizona and, of course, the state of Nevada, where I'm from. So here's what I'm going to do, because it's kind of late, and I should have done this crap yesterday. So, but like I said, you got people raging, you got people exploding, and it's not all. And I want to give a disclaimer: it's not all women. It's not all women who are upset. It's not all women who are going out of control, saying that they're going to leave their men. They're going to defend for themselves. They're going to rally up. They're going to organize. We should have been organized years ago. We should have got up off of our asses and voted as a black independent bloc. But now, I mean, it's something serious. Well, it's not that serious. It's not that serious to me, because frankly, I'm gonna do the same thing that I did yesterday, the same thing I did the day before, the same thing I did after. I woke up, got dressed, put my clothes on, went straight to work as normal. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Now, if you act a damn fool, maybe the police get a little rowdy and they're gonna end up you up. But that's just me. People, listen. Go attend to your families. Everything is going to be good. But let me just give you a little caveat of what transpired. Let me just give you a little caveat on what transpired. And I'm gonna try to make the short and sweet. And that's another thing. People are complaining that live streams a little bit too long. You Negroes are out of control. The live streams are too long, but you want people. Okay, I'm gonna shorten the shit for you. I'm gonna definitely shorten the shit for you. But never mind. Let's just get into it. Because I don't feel like arguing with a bunch of grown ass nitwits. Let's see.
People with what I'm going to say, and I don't give a to all you Latinos that voted for Trump. I hope he mass deports you and your entire family, whether you were here legally or not. You got to go. I hope he does that. To you Black men who your fragile ego couldn't take a Black woman in office, so you either voted for Trump or you didn't vote at all. The police will now have carte blanche to murder you right where you stand. And when they do that, there's not going to be no GoFundMe's. Don't ask your family to ask us for shit. Just die. They can't afford to bury you. Dig a hole in their backyard. It is what it is.
Wow.
But don't expect sympathy. Don't expect protest in the streets. We're not doing that. Black women, we're done. We're done. We did our due diligence for this century and the next. We've done enough. We're not doing anymore. To you white women that once again voted against your interests, when your husbands start knocking you into the middle of next week and you can't do anything about it because no fault divorce is in play, I want you to take those black eyes and those busted lips as a personal thank you from Donald J. Trump each and every time you get hit. Take it. Don't look for nobody else. Don't ask for help. Take your beatings. For all of y'all that voted for Trump, I hope you get exactly what you voted for. Because the only thing he did was make America great for the people that it was great for from the beginning, white men. That's what he did. He couldn't run the risk of whiteness no longer being the default, not being allowed to fail up. So when you're bleeding out somewhere and there's a medical emergency and you can't get no help, women who voted for him, don't take it. You just got to die. If you got kids, they're just going to be motherless. It is what it is. You didn't give up. So we don't give. That's how it is. This isn't America anymore. I don't know what the it is, but it's not going to be America. And if you think that Trump is going to be in that office for 4 years, you're insane. Because we're about to be in a real live action episode of scandal. Because your next president is not Donald Trump, it's J.D. Vance. Because trust and believe, within a year, you're not going to see Trump anymore. He's either going to be and they're going to say it's illness or he died in his sleep. It's natural causes because he's old enough. Or they're just going to let him spaz out and do the 25th. And that's when we're really going to be in the handmaid's tale. So I really hope all of you who voted for him, you get exactly what the you deserve.
Damn! I feel some type of way about that. No, I'm lying. I don't. I really don't, because that's just fake outrage to me. Because if that's so, then how come is it 80% of black men got up off of their asses and voted blue? If that was the case, if this was the case, then how come African Americans got up and started voting? The rest only stayed home because, again, we're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. If we would have been an independent voting bloc, we wouldn't be having this problem. We really wouldn't. So we did what we could. Well, they did what they could. Me, I voted for my local district, like you should do. Vote for your local district, because they're the key ones that are important, because you can see them, you can speak to them. You can see them in your local grocery stores. Are you going to see President Trump in your local grocery store? Probably not. Are you going to see Kamala Harris in your local grocery store? Probably not. Can you actually go up to these people? No, you can't, because they're like celebrities. They're really like celebrities. You can't speak anything of existence to them, because they ignore you every single year. The only time they don't ignore you is when you yell out something and the only thing they're going to say is go vote. Trust and believe, it happens every single year. Aren't we tired? Because I'm quite sick and tired of these elections every 4 years. I'm getting sick and tired of them. I mean, the next thing that's going to come, the next thing I can't even speak. The next thing that's going to come of this is Gen Z's going to be possibly, maybe, candidates to be the first. Well, who's the first young, other than Obama, to be the first young presidents of the United States of America? Because they're thinking, oh, we're getting tired of these 78 and 82-year-olds thinking that the decisions that they make for American citizens are that. It's not gonna, trust me, in 10 years, you're gonna start seeing young and hungry driven Democratic Republican young cats at the age of 25 and up. At the age of 25 and up, mark my words, you'll see what I mean. But let's continue with this hideous video. Well, the man who did the video, I'm gonna give a shout out to this brother right here. What's his name, real quick? What's his name? Because I've seen this brother before. Chris Shazad. Shouts out to Chris Shazad.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Wow. These feminists are crashing out online. They are losing their minds. This should be very disturbing to you, because just the amount of hate and ill wishing on everybody who she mentioned there is very, very, very concerning. You're saying shit like this.
Hey, kudos to the reporter that outed the black men who went and voted for Trump. What the is wrong with y'all? What the is wrong with y'all? Y'all are so money hungry for someone who's not going to give y'all any money. It was in the woodworks for Kamala to help you out. And you said, he gave me $1,200 one time. I'll vote for him again. You hate black women. You can't say you don't now. You actively voted against black women. What the You were broke yesterday. You were broke today. And if that man wins, you're going to be broke for the next years. Real broke.
The police gonna start killing you young one by one by one. They gonna start killing y'all and they gonna clock into work tomorrow because your dumb, stupid ass decided to vote for Donald Trump and he gave the police immunity, which means that if they kill you, bitch, they can still go to work.
And the next time that a black man died at the hands of the police, the same black men that voted for Trump, I want y'all to be front line, front center.
Black women, it's just us. It's just us, and we have to lock in and organize together. I'm not talking about organizing politically. I'm talking about organizing every aspect of our existence, because no one is coming to help us. It's just us and these children. We need to organize off this app.
I want you to think about that real quick. Listen to what she's saying. This is how little a lot of these women respect black men. She's saying it's just us and these children, as in just us and our children. No mention of a husband, no mention of building a family, no. And the worst part is she's saying all this with a stat behind her that shows 78% of black men voted blue.
I honestly think that all this is a bunch of shit shows. it's a bunch of shit tactics that are supposed to scare men, which men ain't scared, to get up off their seats and want to protect black, quote unquote, protect black women. No, you guys are steadily taking, not all of you, some of you guys are steadily taking over I would say half of the United States is being taken over by females. And there's nothing wrong with a female being educated. Didn't say that. There's nothing wrong with a female being intelligent. There's nothing wrong with a female being leveling up to the best of her ability. I never said she couldn't go to college. I never said she couldn't go to grad school. What I'm saying is it's starting to look like white folks put you in the best positions to wanting to exile black men, because black men are white men's greatest competition. Greatest competition. Stroked by ego, stroked by the LGBTQ HIV community. You guys have been trying to put black men in their place, and I see why. And I see why they are who they are. And I don't agree with none of it per se, but I'm starting to see why black men are the way they are. I am really starting to see that. But that doesn't mean I'm going to wane from, my sisters, because, I love my sisters and not anybody else. I'm not down with any other culture. I am not no white woman, not no Asian woman, none of that. But I'm starting to see why. Because if you look at all the movies, all the cartoons, all of that, all the churches, starting to have these women in the pulpits, not all, but are starting to have some of these women trying to influence these men to become black men. That is not the case. That is not the case at all. And I'm just getting sick and tired of these what you call them, feminists. I just heard a feminist today, and she's still online today. And this is the reason why I left, because they were all over the place. I was over Evos, and they was just all over the place. Well, Trump could have did, black men could have did this, and we could have did that. No, I'm gonna get a white woman, or a white man. I'm gonna get an Asian man. I'm gonna get a Mexican man. And she started speaking the language. Well, get the motherfucker. But once you climb that fence, don't bring your black ass back over here. That goes for any of you. That goes for any of you.
Think about that. It's this mentality that causes failure. This lack of understanding how much unity and power there is in showing respect to your men. Congratulations to your men who did back you, but instead they're doing this.
Of any app, no Facebook group or nothing, anything that can be infiltrated, we know how to organize. That's why people come to us when it's time for a movement. Let's move for ourselves. And if there's another black woman who like, I ain't on that, bye. We're not spending another moment convincing anybody of our humanity. Where has that gotten us? We have the organizational skills. We have the mental fortitude and the know-how to lock the in and do what we need to do for ourselves and these kids. It's us.
Ourselves and these kids. No mention of uniting with the 78% of men who decided to support you. Do not get it twisted. You will always lose when you're up against a team, whether that's a family, whether that's in business, anywhere. A team of like-minded individuals who come together to accomplish a goal versus lone wolf mentality, broken families. You will lose against that.
I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna let it ride. Black women for the next 4 years, we're not coming to nobody's rescue. We're not marching on nobody's behalf. We're not doing none of that. We're gonna let it ride. Black men, I'm sorry, we ain't got your back. People of color, I'm sorry, we ain't got your back. Because people of color don't even want to be considered people of color.
Full coverage for just $39 a month? Seem too good to be true? It isn't. If you haven't checked your rates,
they want to be accepted so bad. So bad. Even when the man tell y'all that y'all are lesser than, y'all still go vote for him. So look, we gonna let y'all figure this out. When it was time for the country to have our back, y'all said, nah, we're gonna let that go. So look, us as black people, it's black women who really be the backbone of a lot of things that go on.
You're not supposed to be the backbone. Your men are supposed to be the backbone. Let them lead. See, this is where I have strong opinions when it comes to how a lot of these feminists view leadership. You hear that? We are the backbone. If you have a family, if you're a father, you are the backbone of your family. If you plan to have a family, make sure you find a woman who does not think of the world in this way. And don't listen to the excuses of, I've had to be this way all my life. You need to learn to cooperate with a man. I get it. But this very hateful wishing of death, all this crazy stuff, you will not find any video of me wishing any person I disagree with, man or woman, wishing them death. I don't. Every email that I've gotten from a woman, every DM, every comment of them, even though this channel is for men, but women do watch. They do drink coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Just like the men do. But every woman that's reached out to me and said, hey, you've helped me see things differently. And they value the content in that way. I'm very appreciative.
Big sexism is, misogyny is, because y'all would rather vote with somebody who told y'all that y'all are lesser than. Y'all would rather vote for somebody who told y'all he doesn't care about y'all, who showed y'all he doesn't care about y'all. Because he's a man versus voting for a woman who's very qualified, extremely qualified, probably one of the most
qualified to do what? I wish there was a woman eager enough to tell me what Kamala Harris is qualified for, other than smiling all the time and running her mouth. What is she qualified to do? Oh, and other than sending black men to prison, what is she qualified for? I mean, why are we making a big deal about this? I mean, quite frankly, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. When I went to go vote, and I get go vote. When I went to go vote, and I voted for none of the above, I was quite satisfied. I often tell this to people: if you vote for an individual without meeting them first, without asking what is in the interest, what is in the best interest of black people, if you don't shout to the heavens to these people about your views about America and what you constantly go through in America, not getting these specific jobs. Every time you go to college, you waste your money. Every time you go to trade school, you waste your money. You basically are wasting your time because there are a good minority of people in this country who have the specific jobs, who are owners who don't want to hire you. Right? And instead of going out and trying to work for yourself to get people in who look like you can be the one making the demands. You can be the ones that say, I'm going to hire as many black folks as I possibly can before I hire anybody else. Because look at the situation. I'll give my situation. I have been to trade school twice. And what are my results? Didn't have any results. because of the simple fact that they always make these foul ass excuses. They want you at a certain percentage. And so all you have to do, and you have to solicit yourself. That's what mainly carpenters do, unless you know somebody that knows somebody special that can get you that actual job. Or say, well, I know this person is, he's a good worker, and blah, 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 blah. So could you please let them in? And they'll go ahead and they'll sign you. Trust me, they'll sign you in. You go to the hall. You go to the hall, you pay your little fee or whatever, because it's union. You gotta pay your union dues. You pay your union dues, you go there, you sign the form, and then you're in, right? And you making 19, 20. I mean, they boost you up to a certain percentage, right? And a certain percentage, you can make it up from 19 to like anywhere from 28 to 32, $35 an hour, depending on where they put you. Right? And you get paid weekly. You get paid money on stacks, racks. You'll be working your ass off, but you getting paid stacks and racks for real. But when you go to those specific jobs, what do you see? Trust me, I know. It was hard for me to get a job. But now everybody who has been through it, and trust me, it's not all everybody. Because of course, they're going to hire a few blacks here and a few blacks there to make it seem like they're not racist. You better organize. Been saying it for years. Why is it so hard for people just to organize their own shit? Get on code. Ain't that the lingo nowadays, is to get on code? This is crazy.
Qualified people to ever run for president has done the work. But because she's a woman, and a black woman at that, y'all just couldn't see yourself voting for us. So, look, when something happens that's not right, with police brutality, all of that, I need y'all to be on the front lines, front and center, ready to, cause a ruckus. I need y'all to have that same energy. You get what I'm saying? Because black women, we ain't got it no more. We don't have it.
What's your response to that, specifically to black men? I'm curious, because they're not talking about the black men who voted for Trump. No. This is a message to all black men. The response here that a lot of black women have. What's your response to the whole, we won't march for you, we won't protest for you? Comment down below. Guys, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? I appreciate you checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pot.
I have no strings on me. No strings. No strings on me. And I won't have any strings. I am a free man in a free world.
I want to say thank you. I appreciate you for taking time out your day to consider us, to think about
black woman to speak to black people. I keep telling her, she did not go get upstanding black women to come talk to upstanding black people. She went and got Glorilla, talk about moose knuckles. She went to go get Cardi B, who cheat on her husband.
Watching Cardi B get that speech is the reason why I'm not going to argue with a lot of y'all on the internet no more. That's the reason why I just be blocking you, because she represents a lot of y'all. You just be a little slow, right? And that ain't even no shade. You do be a little slow. Like, if we had to read out 2 pages in a book, we could wipe out a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all can't read 2 pages of a book. You read at a 3rd grade level, and that's not even like trying to be funny. Like, studies have shown that most Americans can't read at higher than the 3rd grade level. Right? George Bush really did y'all a disservice by not leaving you behind. You should have gotten left behind.
since y'all wanted this fucking fascist back so bad, I'm just letting y'all know right now, I ain't supporting no more.
Damn!
When him and Netanyahu turn Palestine to glass and give y'all a broom to sweep it up.
Not fascist dyke. No, shit.
Hey, call Jill Stein. Call Cornel West. When reproductive rights start getting fucked up all throughout the country and it starts affecting your families, call Trump. Call your local senator. Call them, because I don't want to hear that shit. When the police start becoming militarized and cop cities start popping up everywhere and you start having issues with the police that turn more violent, where they can beat you and put you in jail and get to act with impunity, hey, take that up with your local senator.
Don't he look kind of saucy when he does that shit?
I guess I'll be the first woman to say the internet would never convince me that I am not loved. They would never convince me that black men do not stand up for black women. I don't care what y'all use y'all platform as. I don't care what the fuck the algorithm keep trying to show me. I don't care what goes on in real life. I know who supports me 10 toes down. I know the people that I call on. I know what love feels like because of these people. I know what love looks like because of these people. I know what protection looks like and feels like. I know what security looks like and feels like. You get what I'm saying? Y'all would never convince me. Y'all get on this bitch and y'all talk out y'all ass. Black men love women. They love black women in real life. Not these bitches on the internet. I ain't got time for y'all. I ain't speaking for all y'all. How y'all say don't speak for all men? This is a conversation where I'm not speaking for all men. But the man in my life, you bitches don't never have the power to convince me that shit ain't real.
60% of Latinos, 60% of Latinos, 60 for Trump. 60.
What's your point? They did that shit back in 2016. What the fuck is your point?
For Trump.
Y'all want to know why she lost? I'm going to tell you why she lost. The Democratic Party literally had the worst marketing strategy in history. Like, I saw this loss coming like a mile away. He's racist. He's racist. He's racist. Your candidate is a woman. This country is far more sexist than racist. Far more. So there's that group of people that are just automatically going to vote the other way. Then you lost the plot.
She's a woman. You're so sexist. You're so sexist because why don't you just have her in there because she's more advanced than Donald Trump. Education wise, yes. And in the intelligence group, and listen, it's called chess, not checkers. Oh, you're just so sexist because you don't want a black woman in office. You're just so sexist. If Michelle Obama would run, I would damn near vote for her. Maybe, maybe not. It all depends on what her policies is. Ladies and gentlemen, tangibles. What were the tangibles? What were the things that Kamala Harris said tangibly to make black men and black women know that she was going to give to the country? I even worded it wrong. I'll say it again. I'll say it in here. I'll say it like this. What was she going to do systematically for black people in this country? I'll wait. Subscribe, Jim.
Plot completely with black people. I haven't seen pandering this tacky since Hillary Clinton pulled that hot sauce out of her bag. You had Joe Biden on his first campaign talking about if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Who the fuck? Kamala done turned her freaking rallies into the BET Awards. You got Meg Thee Stallion twerking on stage, Glorilla on stage bleeping out every other word of her song because she can't even rap her actual lyrics. Then completely lost the plot with women. You got swinging around kids' locker rooms and women's locker rooms. People who identified as a man yesterday and identify as a woman today are whooping women's asses in sports.
Y'all failed us. Like, y'all failed us, and I really... Y'all failed us so bad, bro, and I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't want to hear no complaints. Oh my God, you're crying on the internet. Bro, you do not know how it felt to live with that man as president before, especially as a Black woman. You do not know the way they treated us. You do not know. You do not know. You failed us. You failed us. Do you know how many of us have survived rape and sexual assault? And you would elect somebody who did that? Myself included. Like, I'm a fucking survivor and I gotta sit here and watch it. When I tell you, ooh, y'all failed us. Y'all failed us. Y'all failed us.
First and foremost, and I'm just gonna say this: no one should be the victim of sexual violence. I will say that. But I'm gonna also say this: we are all victims here. Where were y'all when Black men were getting beat up by the police? Where were y'all when Black men were getting hung by trucks and getting our organs taken away? Where was y'all when they were doing this whole organ trafficking shit? I can name all types of scenarios. But to sit here now and to blame Black men, and this is not all, you're going to blame some Black men for not sticking up for you when we've been bending over backwards, doing the best that we can to actually provide and protect for our families. You know that the average Black man dies at 51. You do know that, right? Due to what? Stress and anxiety. They're ignoring you because they want to live healthy lives. They don't want to go out like that. They don't want to go out like no sucker. They don't want to have no heart attacks. They don't want to have no strokes. They want to live a healthy life. The best way to a Black man's Black man's core is peace. Peace and tranquility. I think that's the word. Let's just start with that. Peace. A peace of mind, a piece of land, not just a piece of land, but a piece of mind, not just a piece of your heart, but a peace of mind. They just want peace. They just want peace. I don't know why it is so difficult for a woman to stand by her man. I just don't understand why that is. But y'all gonna learn.
The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
Today, my brother got beat up because he had a Kamala Harris and Tim Walz bumper sticker on the back of his truck. And if he don't take that shit off soon, I'm going to beat his ass again.
I know y'all upset. I know y'all frustrated. I get it. But what we not going to do, we not going to blame these Black men for why she didn't win. I'm sorry. I'm not going to point the finger at the Black men because I know better. See, what happened was a lot of y'all thought y'all had allies in this thing. But what y'all don't understand is when election year comes around, they tell us one thing, but then they show us at them polls, because one thing they going to do, baby, they're going to stick together. And when they said we the people, understand this, we're not the people they was talking about. Those founding fathers don't look anything like us. It just don't. I'm not surprised by anything that happens when it comes to the government and when it comes to politics, because I am a Black woman. I've always been a Black woman in America, and I know exactly what this system is designed for. It is not designed for me to succeed in this country, period. I'm sorry. So if you want to make a change, you got to vote on a smaller scale. Make those changes in your community, because on a larger scale, it's not meant for us.
I bet not see
I'm doing a Sharon. Bah! Correct. Can I? I'm gonna get one of them little sound effect thingamajiggies. That's what I'm talking about. The truth, and the truth shall set you free. I'm hungry too.
Not one Black woman a part of any feminist movement in this country, because this election just showed you that all the movement is about is protecting the privilege of white women and keeping you from it.
Immediately no. I'm telling you right now, I seen what I needed to see.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Even though they ain't doing shit this year, if they get Bryce Underwood, which is a Michigan man, I hope he's going to be a Michigan man. We gonna do some shit next year. We ain't beating Ohio State this year, but that's the sidebar.
Would you look at that? Now, my beautiful Black sisters, according to these numbers, despite what Twitter has tried to circulate on the internet, and despite what some of y'all have been following hook, line, and sinker to this entire election season, per usual, Black men backed up women in the vote. We had y'all. It was a couple stragglers, but there always are. So, yeah, y'all are good, though. God bless.
This is the problem. This 12%. This 12% was the problem. This is the deciding factor. Out of all the races who voted Republican, this was the deciding factor with you Negro women of the downfall of this election. We are the problem. Mind you, I don't vote. I have never voted. But this is sit back and watch y'all make complete asses out of yourselves, blaming your counterpart, blaming your opposite for something that 12% could never do.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Good morning, son.
Good morning, monkey.
And I'm going to speak for myself, but I know for a fact I speak for a lot of Black men. But I'm going to say I'm going to speak for myself. I was highly disappointed in this campaign and how Black men were handled by the Democratic Party.
Is that the resurrection of what's the brother's name? Coolio? Is that the resurrection of Coolio?
Of course, don't nobody, at least like me, don't want to support someone like Trump. I'm not a hypocrite. Reparations was number one on my list, so it kind of took Trump really off my list. I was critical of Kamala Harris because the way she just came in, she didn't come in talking about policy. She came in talking about she's Black. That was so damn disrespectful, right? But the part that I really didn't like is how they were handling Black men and how they were talking to Black men. This is a time where, we really could have stuck together. It's just the way that they were talking to us. It's like, wait a minute. This is how you want us to help you? And we wasn't even the problem. It was white women and it was Hispanics. It wasn't even us.
What if I told you that you could block all ads or get paid to see them? My name is Brandon Moore. I'm an engineer here at Pi.
So this is what we're doing. To my liberal women who voted for Harris, no more kitty cat for moderate men. These are just Republicans pretending to be moderate because they realize that they can't get laid. No more kitty cat for men who didn't vote, and especially no kitty cat for Republicans. We can't even afford to breathe near these men at this point. Number 2, go to Donald Trump's Instagram page and see which of your friends is following him. Remove those friends and block the men.
Y'all know it's so crazy. It's so many eye-opening things to this election. It's actually quite eye-opening to witness. I'm not gonna lie. Like this election was just an election for some people, but for me, it was very eye-opening in different aspects. But one of the things that was very eye-opening is I've never, ever, 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 ever seen Black women have this much grace for a woman that ain't even Black, that for an actual Black woman. I've never seen Black women have this much patience. Kamala went 40 days without her even doing a single interview, without even telling Black people what she was going to do for them. 40 days. Let an actual Black woman not be leaving her man fast enough for Black women, and that woman is being dragged. Let that Black woman be your friend and she ain't leaving her man fast enough. You're pissed. Y'all don't have enough grace for y'all friends.
Ladies, if you are now a part of the 4B movement, which is now taking up a lot of space online, we now need to start only having community with each other. Okay? We need to be very selective on who we have community with, but it needs to be exclusively women or women who identify as women and women who are male decentered. So women who are not male decentered, you're not a part of the
Trump for 2024. Yeah. Yeah, right.
You're not going to be a part of the camaraderie.
It's good to see you, Craig.
Well, we lost, guys. I lost.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
It most definitely hurts to hear that I'm getting separated, but hey, it is what it is.
You voted for a candidate endorsed by the KKK. For the rest of your life, you have to know that you voted the same way as the KKK.
That's why you have to vote independently. I repeat, you vote independent, Black only. Have an independent voting block, dummy.
We've lost. Pennsylvania has been called. We've lost. All right, Black women, y'all know what we got to do, right? We're done.
No, you're not. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right here. Let me go on camera when I say this. First of all, he ain't done with shit. You ain't gonna do shit, but you gonna go to work and you gonna get big mad for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden, hey Helen, all of you, it's nice to see you. How you doing? All you're gonna do is get big mad, and you're gonna start cussing out a couple of white folks and possibly a couple of black brothers and sisters, argue with the sisters a little bit. And, how dare you? Blah, 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 woody, woody, woo. And then in a couple of weeks, it ain't gonna even matter. You're going to go to work, and when you get out of work, you're going home. That's all it is. This ain't nothing. Excuse me. This ain't nothing to sneeze at. This ain't nothing to get blown up by. This is not going to be a big freaking deal. The only time you make it a big deal is if you don't get with your local legislator. Get with your local legislators and change within, not outer, in your situation. If something is broke, you're not gonna call corporate, right? You're gonna call the office. The office. Hear what I'm saying? You're not gonna call corporate if something is broken, right? You're gonna call the actual office that will send somebody over to solve your problem. Am I right or am I wrong? I mean, y'all just Helen, I'm so glad you're married. Listen, Helen, get your hubby, get the kids, get the grandkids. We're going to Africa.
literally, y'all know what we got to do, right? Y'all know we're done, right? Like, y'all, I hope y'all know we're done. We're not marching, calling, nothing. I don't want to hear about any issue, anything. I don't care. We're done. Enjoy him. Enjoy your 4 years. We're going.
No, Craig. No, Craig. Guess what? She is black. She's blacker than the Ace of Spades, man. She is so black. She is blue. That woman is so black. Did you see? As a matter of fact, did you see the I think it was a TikTok video. No, it wasn't a TikTok video. It was on X. It was on X, which was Twitter, but now it's X. It had Kamala Harris saying she's gonna get a job on OnlyFans, and they had this woman bucket naked. It was a digital. They ain't paid no mind, but that's how serious they take it. They don't take it serious. I didn't even take this serious either. I just went in there and voted for my local legislator, voted for my mayor, voted for my governor. Because, like I said, we can see them. We can actually grab their hand and shake their hands. If there's any concern, we can go to them. Because the problem is within our country, not throughout, excuse me. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, if you have not done so, please do so and become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel.
To just live our best lives, right, girlies?
I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna let it ride. Black women for the next 4 years, we're not coming to nobody's rescue. We're not marching on nobody's behalf. We're not doing none of that. We're gonna let it ride. Black men, I'm sorry, we ain't got your back. People of color, I'm sorry, we ain't got your back. Because people of color don't even want to be considered people of color. They want to be accepted so bad. So bad. Even when the man tell y'all that y'all are lesser than, y'all still go vote for him. So look, we're gonna let y'all figure this out. When it was time for the country to have our back, y'all said, nah, we're gonna let that go. So look, us as black people, it's black women who really be the backbone of a lot of things that go on. We're gonna let y'all ride for the next 4 years and y'all figure it out, okay?
Today, I'm side-eyeing everybody. Everybody's racist and stupid. And don't talk to me. For the rest of the year, don't talk to me. Nobody, just don't talk to me.
Kamala Harris did not lose because she was a woman. She did not lose because she was a quote-unquote black person. She did not lose because America wasn't ready for a woman. No, she did not lose because she did not have the support of black women and black men. She did not lose for none of those reasons. She brought all the bells and all the whistles. She brought out Barack. She brought out Beyonce. She brought out Eminem, Cardi B. She brought out Meg.
Let's talk about that. For all you Eminem lovers, and don't get me wrong, every once in a great while I'll listen to Eminem. I used to be an Eminem fan. I used to listen to Eminem religiously. I don't anymore. For all you Eminem lovers out there, didn't you find it kind of strange when he hugged Obama? Didn't you find that quite strange? It's just a question. Just a side question. Just a question. I mean, who's so surprised that Beyonce? Who's so surprised about Taylor Swift? Who gives a shit about Taylor Swift? Who gives a shit about Beyonce? Who gives a shit about Cardi B? Who gives a shit about Meg Thee Stallion? Who gives a shit about Set Off or whoever from them niggas from the Amigos? There's only 2 of them. Who gives a shit? When you have Elon Musk, is Beyonce a programmer, an inventor of technology? No. Is Meg Thee Stallion an inventor of technology? No. Is Beyonce or does Cardi B? What does Cardi B do?
Okay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
That's all she retarded. You ain't shit. Let's go.
The Stallion, collard greens, Timberlands, Converses. She did a chitlin circuit of every black podcast. She did everything, and she still lost. Kamala Harris lost because of Kamala Harris. Because she was unqualified, unfit, and she was a fraud. That's why she lost. Because the people saw through that whole act. They saw through the fake black accents. They saw through all of it. That's why she lost.
80% of black men voted for Kamala Harris, 80%. And that is on the lower end of the percentages. In some battleground state, they were 85, 86%. They outperformed every male demographic. They outperformed white men. They outperformed Asian men. They outperformed Hispanic, Latino men. They even outperformed other. And I just want to say black men showed up when it mattered. We see all this discourse, all this 50-50, black men aren't providers, black men aren't this, black men aren't that, but black men showed up when it mattered in those voting booths. They went out there in droves and cast the right vote. They went out there and did their best to protect the rights of black women, of all women.
Go ahead.
The black community.
That was my daughter. She's 13. What can I say? Onward. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Support the channel. If you have not done so, please become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. I believe it's is it $1.99 or $2.99? I'm not sure.
Oh, and black women, I bet not catch you marching for nobody in the streets these next 4 years, unless it's for another black woman. You better not take that cape off. I know we have a problem with just letting things be when we see.
Of course, we got the stop show. If I get dinged for this, oh well. We got the stop show because, of course, Helen comes in and blesses us, blesses our community, blesses the We-On-Loc Nation, aka Lock Sector, with a cash app. Salute. I blow a kiss. I give a toast to all my supporters. Thank you. I love that song. But hey, just to show you that I'm not bullshitting, this to show you that I am not bullshitting. Hold on a second. This to show you that I'm not caping. There's the Cash App. Like I said, thank you, Helen, from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of everybody who has represented me. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I am going to find a way how to work that damn Discord. I'm too old for this shit. I plan on doing something special for y'all. It's coming pretty soon. I have been a busy man as of late. I have been a busy man. Just getting back on my feet, so to speak. And now it's time to grind it, because we're gonna have, for those, and by the way, for those of you who are going to be in Vegas this week, for those, some of you, or whoever's going to be in Vegas, they're going to have the what you call it, the Formula One thing. If y'all into all that race car shit and whatever, if y'all in the Chinese New Year, or if any of you wants to come and visit Dr. Umar, which I will be doing coming in 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks, I will be visiting Dr. Umar and possibly maybe having the last interview with Dr. Umar. Never know until you try. You never know. Now let's get back into it.
Yeah, probably we gotta solve it. We gotta help everybody, because that's what we have been trained and ingrained to do. Lay down, rest, let it burn, let it go. Stop fighting. Because we put in the work. We've always been on the right side of history. We've been putting in the work since before we were even seen as humans.
Black women, I'm so excited about last night's election results. If you like me, you've already done your crime. That's why I look like this today. But let me get to the good news and why this just shout. Because y'all, for the next 4 years, we get to rest. That's right. I'm going to tell y'all a quick story about the mass deportation that happened here in Nebraska. Then we're going to move on and get to the month. We always get to the money. So his first term, y'all, he did the mass deportations in my state. And y'all know we have more cows than we have people. And so while kids were in school, because they worked the meat processing plants here, the soybeans, the corn, all the ag, because we're ag state. So while the kids were in school, he came and snatched them, y'all. In our state, y'all, we had the big Greyhound light buses. And they shipped them out of here. Now, listen, I ain't laughing at him, I'm laughing with him, right? Because it's funny. And anyway, so I got death threats for helping. But guess what? Not again. Sitting it out. So now let's get to the money. So y'all know this qualified immunity is coming. But let me tell y'all, Black women, why that's exciting. So there's this company. I don't give out any investment advice. I'm just telling y'all what I invested in. So there's this company, AXON, it's publicly traded, and they provide most in the U.S. police departments, their body cameras, their tasers. They even have an AI arm of their company where even everything else on the camera, they translate it in real time to do a police report. Yeah, let me say this, y'all. It's a well-managed company. It's a very profitable company, and they stocks keep going up. So I ain't saying invest. I'm going to just say that's where I'm hedging my bets, because it started next year, and we know what's happening with qualified immunity.
A lot of people seem confused and surprised about how 60% of Latino voters voted for Donald Trump after he's made countless racist and xenophobic remarks against not only Latinos, but also immigrants from other countries. But Afro-Latinos, we're not surprised at all. Racism is alive and well in the Latino culture with things like mejorar la raza, which means to better the race, which is like street eugenics, calling your family.
If it's such a big deal, then why did you vote for him?
Family members based on
what is the contradiction in that? I have a problem with somebody, but I have to go vote for him. What sense does that make? Ma, this dude's been punching me in the face every day in school, but I gotta go play with him because he plays basketball. You're gonna play basketball with a dude that's socking you in the face every day. Y'all got to be the dumbest Latinos I have. Never mind.
Their skin tone, like negro, negrita, as a loving term, but it's obviously derogatory because the anti-Blackness is so prevalent. And the craziest part, if we were able to break down the Afro-Latino votes from the white and mixed Latinos, we'd probably see that Afro-Latinos inflated the Harris support from Latinos.
This a PSA to every black woman that raised that money for Kamala. You raised $40 million in one fucking night for a campaign for concerts and.
Wait, what? Wait, rewind that back.
You raised $40 million in one fucking night for a campaign for concerts and fucking speeches. You.
$400 million. $400 million? I didn't know that was a big significant amount. But you gave this Indian $400 million. Ha! Look at you now. Stupid. You could have bought land with that money. You could have, brother, really could have just organized and you could have. That's a lot of bread. Yeah, a lot of bread that's lost. Now, Craig, this one's for you, buddy. Glad you're back. I'm glad you're black. But this one is strictly for you, my buddy. And you're going to love this one. As a matter of fact, there are two videos that I want to play. Two videos that are strictly for you, dude. And that you're going to enjoy these videos. Because guess what? If you see these women on the streets, right? I just want you to, you remember that red man video when the woman was riding down the street and everybody was looking at her, and all of a sudden she smack dab into a car and nigga look, this one's for you, my friend. Oh, I'm joking. I'm just joking. Oh, yes, we all know that. Thank you.
Donald Trump won the 2024 presidential election. And I know that many people will want me to solely blame Kamala Harris's campaign strategy or the Democrats as a party. But frankly, you cannot convince me that a nation of people who cannot be convinced not to vote for a white supremacist, promising to destroy their rights, every marginalized community, and their entire democracy is without blame, that they are not responsible for their choices and the consequences that will follow. I want to make this brief because frankly, it's clear to me that I have been wasting my breath trying to warn Americans of the dangers of a Trump administration because Trump himself told them what those dangers were. He didn't run on policy. He didn't promise to build anything. Instead, he promised to tear this nation apart, to break things down. He openly promised us police violence, total police immunity, not only the deportation and abuse of undocumented immigrants, but to reverse naturalization for immigrants who became U.S. citizens already. He promised to ban abortion nationwide, to dismantle the EPA, the Department of Education.
What's your job? What do you do?
I'm a software engineer.
How much do you earn as a software?
Who gives a rip?
Ban our history, to ban books, to keep the American public even dumber than apparently more than 64 million Americans already are, because the majority of this country's voters voted for him. Understand this. Donald Trump did not just win the Electoral College. He won the popular vote. And I would argue he won it by a landslide. For years, I have listened to Americans insist that Hillary Clinton is to blame for losing the 2016 election to Donald Trump.
that she was too unlikable, that she called Trump voters deplorables, that she didn't campaign enough in the swing states. And for years, I have thought how ridiculous a nation must be to insist it made perfect sense to elect a white supremacist, sexist, xenophobic, racist, stupid ass bigot who told us exactly who he was because the woman he ran against wasn't likable enough, that she didn't campaign hard enough. All the while, I have thought that if it's an uphill battle for anyone to beat a white supremacist, they are far more qualified than, for any reason, it is an indictment on the nation. But that's never what I've said, because I have always chosen to try to be mindful about how I discuss US elections whose results totally upend my life. And I knew, not just
She had to have a zaddy with that head, but let me
based on that election, or the general voting patterns of each demographic in this country, or the bigoted discourse that's been suffocating us all for 3 election cycles now, but by my lived experience as a Black woman, that this deeply racist and sexist country that refused to elect a white woman would not elect a Black woman. I knew that, and I voiced that the moment Joe Biden dropped out and Kamala Harris became the nominee. But I allowed people to muscle me into believing America isn't who I've always known it to be, and who it continues to show me it is. I listened to people tell me that I was being too cynical to believe she would have an impossible hill to climb, to believe that white women would never vote for her no matter what they told you, that this country hates Black women, that it hates immigrants, and that it hates Kamala Harris not for who she is, but what she is. But people wanted her to win. We wanted her to win. They wanted to believe she could win. They wanted to feel optimistic, which required them to believe America was not America. So they convinced themselves Kamala Harris could win if she did X, Y, Z, if she ran a particular kind of campaign, if she was more left, if she was less left, if she laughed less, if she talked more, the list goes on. And people were so convinced. I let them sell me a dream I knew was a mirage. I let people muscle me into forgetting the most important truth about racism and misogyny, which is that it doesn't care about truth. It does not care about qualifications. It does not care about fair. The truth is, there is nothing Kamala Harris could have done to win that election. I knew it when she became the nominee, and I'm more sure than ever before. Many leftists want to believe and will continue to argue tooth and nail that she did not win because she wasn't left enough, because she was too centrist, because of her stance on Gaza. But the evidence simply does not reflect this. First of all, maybe if only Kamala Harris lost, you could choose to ignore all the data that explicitly told us that Americans believed Kamala Harris and the Democrats were too liberal, which is something they likely believed not because of Kamala Harris's actual stances or policy agenda, but simply because she's a Black woman. But it wasn't just Kamala Harris who lost. It's not even just that the Democrats are projected to lose the Senate and the House, but progressive legislation on the ballot failed all over the country. From Florida to California failed. The entire country moved to the far right. Some leftists will choose to believe that the entire country moving to the far right, shooting down progressive legislation and candidates nationwide, and explicitly declaring that the Democratic candidate was too left is proof that the candidate lost because she didn't openly pander to the far left enough. Many of whom declared time and time again that they wouldn't vote for a Democrat under any circumstances because they were going to break the duopoly, get the Greens to 5%, teach the Democrats a lesson on Gaza, vote their conscience, vote their heart, not vote at all because both parties are the same and fascism is already here. Some leftists will choose to believe this outcome is the result of Gaza and that this outcome proves that the Democrats would have won had they listened to the furthest left. But the data does not support this. Jill Stein did not win 5%. She didn't even win 2%, not in Michigan or anywhere else. The exit polls indicated what many already knew, and it's that Americans care about domestic issues far more than they care about foreign policy or what happens abroad. They voted on economy and their flatly incorrect belief that Trump would be better on the economy, despite economist after economist assuring us all that Trump will destroy the economy, and that he would suppress the marginalized groups they've grown sick of hearing from. Leftists will say that Democrats have no one to blame for the results of this election but themselves. But that implies that it's Democrats who lost something tonight. But it's all of us who lost. We will lose our rights. And many of us will lose our lives. You are not dunking on the Dems. You are dunking on us. The joke is on us. America is not who many leftists want to believe it is. The truth is that this country is deeply, deeply racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, fundamentally hateful, and downright uneducated. No one will gain anything from a Trump presidency, but the losses will be crippling. Importantly,
although I think many leftists are wrong in what they'll choose to take from the results of this election. I want to be explicitly and abundantly clear that leftists, far left or otherwise, are not to blame for the results of this election. Shoots, not even the Electoral College is to blame, because most voters did vote for Trump. But you know who didn't? Black people. If there is one solitary group in this country who is not to blame for the dark times that are soon to come upon us, it's Black people who voted overwhelmingly for the Democrats and to save this democracy. And despite how many thinly veiled racist attacks Black people had to endure all election season,
Okay, you get the point. I get the point. All a bunch of losers, right? All a bunch of losers. Well, not quite. Maybe if you would organize. I can't yell because my daughter's asleep. So honestly. Maybe, just maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. Jeez. Craig, you ain't shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but I got another one for you. Just for you, buddy. I'm glad you're back. How you been, man? Oh yeah. I got another one just for you. If I have to suffer through this, so do you, nigga. Swallow it, nigga. Just swallow it, man. Pause. Hold on a second. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hear me out. How you doing, buddy? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I said that already. Let's see here. Like, hear me out. You might want to close your ears for this one.
Some violations, and I may offend some people with what I'm going to say, and I don't give a f. To all you Latinos that voted for Trump, I hope he mass deports you and your entire family. Whether you were here legally or not, you got to go. I hope he does that. To you Black men who your fragile ego couldn't take a Black woman in office, so you either voted for Trump or you didn't vote at all, the police will now have carte blanche to murder you right where you stand. And when they do that, there's not going to be no GoFundMes. Don't ask your family to ask us for shit. Just die. They can't afford to bury you. Dig a hole in their backyard. It is what it is.
Wow.
But don't expect sympathy. Don't expect protest in the streets. We're not doing that. Black women, we're done with. We're done. We did our due diligence for this century and the next. We've done enough. We're not doing anymore. To you white women that once again voted against your interests, when your husbands start knocking you into the middle of next week and you can't do anything about it because no fault divorce is in play, I want you to take those black eyes and those busted lips as a personal thank you from Donald J. Trump each and every time you get hit. Take it. Don't look for nobody else. Don't ask for help. Take your beatings. For all of y'all that voted for Trump, I hope you get exactly what you voted for. Because the only thing he did was make America great for the people that it was great for from the beginning, white men. That's what he did. He couldn't run the risk of whiteness no longer being the default, not being allowed to fail up. So when you're bleeding out somewhere and there's a medical emergency and you can't get no help, women who voted for him, don't take it. You just got to die. If you got kids, they're just going to be motherless. It is what it is. You didn't give a so we don't give a That's how it is. This isn't America anymore. I don't know what the it is, but it's not going to be America. And if you think that Trump is going to be in that office for 4 years, you're insane. Because we're about to be in a real live action episode of scandal. Because your next president is not Donald Trump, it's J.D. Vance. Because trust and believe. Within a year, you're not going to see Trump anymore. He's either going to be and they're going to say it's illness or he died in his sleep, it's natural causes because he's old enough, or they just going to let him spaz out and do the 25th. And that's when we really going to be in the Handmaid's Tale. So I really hope all of you who voted for him, you get exactly what the you deserve.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Chief, I tell you, here, God is right. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's entertainment. What we're going to do is we're going to go take a shower, get into our nice warm pajamas, get some hot tea out the stove, the stove, pour it into our little cups, sit down and watch a nice little episode of The Wire or something. I don't know. Sip our little teas, go to bed do the wife or the girlfriend thing, wake up the next morning to go to work. That's what's gonna happen. The Penguin, I haven't seen the Penguin. I have not seen the Penguin. I'm still stuck on Bleach right now. I'm still stuck on the new manga Bleach right now. Fuck the Penguin. I got to watch my Bleach. But that's a sidebar. But anyway, if you have not done it, please share, like, and subscribe to the channel. I will. Before I go any further, I would just like to say that anyone who has any animosity towards people who have voted for Donald Trump, I'll just like to say I don't have no animosity for anybody who votes for Donald Trump, because guess what? That's none of my concern. It's none of my business. But I would like to give a shout out to Courtney Michelle once again. Courtney Michelle, looking good from head to toe, said the most profound thing. She says, "Shut up, nigga, and take your ass to work." Because in 2025, when he makes his first executive order, which should be finished that damn border, all the Mexicans are going to be terrified. The Mexicans are going to be terrified. You don't know what he's going to do. Hell, he might end up giving us another stimulus check. Stop worrying so much, dude. In all seriousness, stop worrying so much, because good Lord in heaven, it's he hasn't even been in office, and already people are exaggerating and masturbating over the shit that he hadn't even done anything yet. He can't even make an executive orders without the state being involved. He can't make an executive orders about the federal government being involved. He can't do anything unless they bring it to his staff's attention first. And then if he likes it, he can make a decision. Oh my freaking gosh. I mean, are we real serious right now? We're all up in arms. Oh, they're going to do this over the border. They're going to... Well, I would say to those, stop coming over here illegally. That's all I'm saying. But we gotta pause once again, because a dear friend of mine has sent us a super chat. Thank you, Mr. Hear Me Out. Thank you so very much. Fix energy prices. We fix grocery prices. Ding, 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 ding. Drill, baby drill. Ain't nobody drilling nothing. Ain't nobody drilling no oil here because they want all the oil out there with really. Why are we still talking about Ukraine to this very day? Why? But the one thing I do know is when I do overtime, baby, all that overtime is not going to get taxed. Yes. I'm going to be doing hella overtime this next week, baby. I'm going to be doing some hella overtime. Shit, I need it. And it ain't going to get taxed under Trump? Oh, shit. And and by the way, I was accused of being a Trump supporter, which I'm not. But since you want me to be a Trump supporter so bad, I'll go ahead and vote. I will. Shit. Whatever. It's like people somehow don't understand that food is grown by farmers. Farmers use fucking tractors. Well, it doesn't. I can't even think of the guy's name. I'm blanking. Shit. Who owns 18% of the farmlands here in America? Who's the computer boy? Who's the computer boy that wanted to stick black people with that GMO shit? Want to stick it in their veins? I forgot what the dude's name was. I have him in my head. Bill Gates. Thank you. Doesn't Bill Gates own 18% of the farmlands in this country? And doesn't he want what type of crops is he growing? It ain't GMOs because once you grow a GMO, it's dead. It doesn't grow. It's dead soil after that. You can't grow it again. But ours, the AR is I think it's called the ARI or whatever it's called. But you know what's in that particular chemical? AIDS, nigga. Warren Buffett owns Warren Buffett? What the hell does that old ass motherfucker want to do with us? Never mind. Because people don't understand the real true problem that's in this country. They're always looking at the problem and not in the problem. In the problem is where we most affected at. Our local districts. That's why I was trying to scream at this lady the other day, is that our local districts are the most important factor in this country. You know why? Because we get to present our problems to them face to face. And they get to hear our cries. If we wanted to right now, we can start a rallying cry if we wanted to, and these people will absolutely hear us. I'm oversimplified it. I've oversimplified it, but I'm saying my relatives are all daily farmers. Good. Daily farmers are still independent owners. they joined the corporate corporate relatives or whatever. I'm sorry if I fucked that up, but they still need gas, diesel, and fossil fuel, that fertilizer. I agree. But let's not forget about weed. Let's not forget about gold. Let's not forget about silver. Let's not forget about orange juice. Let's not forget about copper. Let's not forget about, I'm missing one. Orange juice, copper, gold, silver, and I'm thinking eggs, but that's not even in the case. But anyway, I'm going off a tangent. There's a lady that, I mean, we don't see eye to eye in things, but I want to present this particular video right here, and I want y'all to really pay attention and listen and analyze what this woman is saying. And the woman's name is Fantasy Island Girl. Like I said, me and Fantasy Island Girl, we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but I respect her in a few ways. First of all, she's a very good-looking woman. Too bad she's married to a white man. But in spite of all that, I think she has a deep passion of what type of effect this is having on not just the nation itself, but for Black women, or for women, period. For women, period. So I want you to pay attention, and I want you to go ahead and comment in the comment section what you think, if this woman is right, this woman is wrong. I want your opinion. I want y'all to be fair on this now.
Voted for Trump.
You know what?
Let a qualified immunity happen. No, wait, hold on.
A Black man that's scared that white
for us at this point, because he say anything when XYZ happens. You don't get 92% of Black women to vote for nothing. Not one motherfucking thing. And you got 92% of Black women to vote for Kamala Harris. So when you say, oh, don't complain about the things that we get from Trump, when damn near all of us, 90, that's a fucking A. Damn near all of us decided that's not what the fuck we want. Yes, the fuck we can. Because these niggas don't fucking listen. They can't fucking structure up for a goddamn thing. They chose, 21% of them chose the ops. And then they want to act like, oh, don't be mad. We didn't sway anything. Fuck out of here. North Carolina fucking counts. Y'all fuck asses went out there and voted for him. 1 to 5 Black men voted for Trump in North Carolina. That's a lot of electoral votes. Don't.
Well, wait a minute. I thought the most important votes were the swing votes. I thought if Kamala Harris were to win Pennsylvania, she was going to win the election.
Fucking throw rocks and hide your hand. Y'all swayed the fucking election. Y'all fucked that shit up because y'all don't know how to structure up. So don't come up here acting like we can't say shit. Fuck y'all. Yes, the fuck we can. When somebody's dying on the table because they have to have a late-term abortion that they won't give them, I'm going to say fuck y'all because you don't understand the consequences of your fucking actions. Right. Y'all always fucking some shit up.
So
that's why I voted for none of the above.
Hold on. I'm going to let Antoine.
And you the fucking problem too.
No, I'm not.
Hold on. We're going to let
I was fucking with her. So, what do you guys think? Is she right? Is she wrong? Is she, out of her mind? What do you think? What do you think? This is for us. This is for us. I'm just playing around with it or anything, but I just want to know y'all opinions. That's Fantasy Island goes. Maybe I'll run that back. I'll run that back one more again. I'm gonna run that back one more. Here we go.
New York City. Whoa. If we sit there, if we got stop and frisk, right? That means though, Any police officer can walk up to anybody, grab your ass, grab your nuts, and grab everything else that's on your ass, and shoot and delete your ass.
No, but Big J, Trump said he.
What? Grab your ass. Grab your ass and shoot your ass. Never mind.
He wanted to do that in his first presidency. Do you guys not remember that?
Yeah,
when he
yeah,
said he
sure
wanted
did.
to bring
Hold
back
on,
stop and
okay,
frisk.
give me one second. Welcome to the show, Antoine. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I've been watching you for a minute. I just don't never come up. That's all.
All right, I'm gonna trust Antoine.
And you the fucking problem too.
New York City. Whoa. If we sit there,
say anything when XYZ happens, you don't get 92% of black women to vote for nothing. Not one motherfucking thing. And you got 92% of black women to vote for Kamala Harris. So when you say, oh, don't complain about the things that we get from Trump, when damn near all of us, 90, that's a fucking A. Damn near all of us decided that's not what the fuck we want. Yes, the fuck we can. Because these niggas don't fucking listen. They can't fucking structure up for a goddamn thing. They chose, 21% of them chose the ops. And then they want to act like, oh, don't be mad. We didn't sway anything. Fuck out of here. North Carolina fucking counts. Y'all fuck asses went out there and voted for him. 1 to 5 black men voted for Trump in North Carolina. That's a lot of electoral votes. Don't fucking throw rocks and hide your hand. Y'all swayed the fucking election. Y'all fuck that shit up because y'all don't know how to structure up. So don't come up here acting like we can't say shit. Fuck y'all. Yes, the fuck we can. When somebody's dying on the table because they have to have a late-term abortion that they won't give them, I'm going to say fuck y'all because you don't understand the consequences of your fucking actions. Y'all always fucking some shit up.
So
that's why I voted for none of the above.
Well, you know what? We try and strive every single day. We go to work, we play with our kids, our loved ones, and everything. We ain't trying to make this a big deal. I'm not saying that the majority of people are mad and whatnot. Listen, you have a right to be angry. You have a right to be whoever it is you want. But the fact of the matter is, it's not going to do anything because guess what? They weren't even paying attention to you in the first place. They just wanted your vote. That's all. And pretty soon, the next election is going to be very interesting. The next election is going to start off a little younger, a little stronger. What am I talking about? The Gen Zs. I'm just going to say this. Gen Zs taking over the election. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say on that. Let's go to the comments. Let's go to the comments and see what's up. Locke, why doesn't anyone ever ask those women how women are dying from childbirth? I don't know. I never had childbirth before. Craig Beats. If 100% of black women and black men voted for Kamala, which it was 80%. Some say it was 78%, but it was 80% that voted for Kamala Harris. But anyway, if 100% of black men and black women voted for Kamala Harris, she would have still lost that board. Is insane. I agree. Because guess what? You had a plethora of swing states, all of them red. A couple of them were slightly red. That still counts. The only two states that were undecided were Arizona and Nevada. And I'm in Nevada. And it was pretty much, in Nevada, it was pretty much equal. Like Trump was like 51 to Kamala's like 49 or something like that. You know what I mean? But I mean, who cares at this point? We all knew who was going to win. We all knew that. So that's why I tell my folks, I say, hey, we need to start preparing for the worst. You need to start preparing for the worst when Trump goes overseas and shakes Vladimir Putin's hand, shaking his Johnson & Johnson, whatever. Goes to China and gets with and starts playing basketball with Jung Yoon, whatever his name is, and starts selling America to the slaughter. And it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter, especially black people, because we know black folks. We gonna have them canned goods. We gonna have them generators. We gonna have them flashlights, and we definitely gonna have bullets. Yeah. And if you have not done it, I'm serious when I say this. If you have not done it, go get your CCW. Go get your CCW. That is your license, your right to bear arms, and especially depending on where you live at. In the state of Nevada, you don't have to have your CCW, but you're going to be waiting for a couple of weeks. You're going to be waiting for a couple of weeks to have that background check. With that CCW, you can get your weapons right away. You can get your guns right away. So please, please, please get your CCW. Now, what is Joy Reid talking about here?
Incredible digital content, but also the change that could make this multicultural democracy real and accessible and affordable to everyone. I mean, money for elder care and small businesses and child tax credits, what? But that is obviously not what happened. Instead, knowing all that we know about Donald Trump, his vulgarity and venality, his 34 felony counts and adjudicated sexual abuse of E. Jean Carroll, and so many other women he...
Come on now. I was born at night, not last night. We all know why. You know why they put those charges on him. We all know this. Come on now. Do I have to say it? And are those charges? Did those charges stick? I ain't falling for this shit. Just like what happened on January 6th a couple of years ago, or year 2020. What happened so many years ago? Stop it.
He preyed on his buddy-buddy relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
That woman, that white woman was just mad because she didn't get enough money from
Epstein, his theft of classified documents, his fealty to Vladimir Putin, and that attempted coup. Despite all of that, a majority of American voters actively chose him over her. Women all over this country know what it feels like to be the far more qualified woman who loses the job to mediocre or underqualified men. Black women doubly so. And people are rightfully depressed and scared. The Republican Party has made it clear they're not mad at the whole Nazi thing. They actually find some of the ideas, mass deportation, internment camps, white Christian nationalism, to be kind of okay. And autocracy definitely feels imminent. This era is especially frightening if you're a woman or Black or gay or bi or trans or in an immigrant or in a mixed status family. And that danger is not in your head. And even in a normal time, when an election goes sideways, it is tempting to feel kind of dumb for having ever believed that the change you dreamed of was possible at all. I mean, who were we to believe that America would ever elect a woman, let alone a Black and Asian woman as its president? I mean, sure, Mexico just did it, but not us. We're America. We don't do these things. But it is not crazy or dumb to believe in the possibilities of America. Millions of people all around the world do too. My parents did. That's why they, like so many immigrants, including Kamala Harris's parents, came here to this crazy platypus of a country cobbled together by people from everywhere and with its tortured history, but also so much potential. It is not crazy to believe It's not crazy to dream. In fact, it's kind of sad not to. And Kamala Harris lived up to our dreams. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. She ran a remarkable 107-day emergency campaign full of joy and hope. She and Tim Walz raised $1 billion in a couple of months, and she whipped Trump in their one and only debate. And yesterday,
I think it was $400 million. $400 million. You could have bought 2 lands with that. The 12% of the land we got left in this country, you could have bought land with that money. You some bitches.
Alma mater, Howard University, Kamala Harris, first of her name, did something Donald Trump would never do. She conceded graciously and vowed to conduct a peaceful transfer of power.
Bullshit. She cowered that night. All she had to do was extend, shake his hand, go on about her business. Didn't make her little speech. She reminds me of LeBron James when LeBron didn't shake Dwight Howard's hand when he was playing for the Orlando Magic and LeBron was playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jesus. Craig, where you been at, man?
Yo, what's good, bro?
What up, bro?
What's going on, nigga?
What the hell is going on with the world to freaking day? It's like women are just totally out of freaking control. I never saw this before in my life.
I've been trying to tell you this for how long, bro? Come on, man. It took the election for you to see just how nasty they be getting when they get mad. And they blaming us for this shit now. Like, what the fuck?
It's mostly the feminists, but look, listen. Like I said, shout out to Courtney Michelle. She said this the most profoundest thing. She said, "Nigga, please, you gonna go to bed, wake up, you eat your fucking cereal, fucking cornflakes, and go to fucking work." That's what she said. Right. I ain't even bugging about this. What? This is nothing is going to change. Nothing new anyway. We knew Donald Trump was going to win.
Yo, at one point,
Trump was going to take the office once again.
Yeah, man. The only reason why he lost because of COVID. COVID's the only reason why he lost. I said the only reason why he lost in 2020 is because of COVID. If it wasn't for COVID, he would have won that. He'll be on his way out right now.
No, Craig, he was blamed for that.
Right, exactly.
He was blamed for that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they set him up with that shit.
Along with those 34 counts. I'm not
stupid. Exactly.
I'm not fucking stupid.
Then they tried taking his head off. Come on, man.
Look, dog. I wasn't. Listen. I love my women, but damn, this is not the time to be saying what. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm like taking a step back. I'm taking a step back, and I'm gonna take a step back for a couple weeks. Well, I don't have to worry about it because I'm already fucking married. But I'm gonna take a step back.
See, that's the thing, right? What you just said right there, like a lot of the women that's doing this, they're not married, bro. If you seen enough videos and read enough comments, the women who aren't bugging out are the ones that are married. They're already in a stable relationship. They good. It's these cat lady feminists that's the ones that spazzing out like this. And it ain't just black women, it's white women too. They all over.
Thank you for the $4.99. All of the media pandas or whatever, the Kamala voters, they are in denial, which they all are. It is hardly to accept that the most people don't agree with you. Quite well said. Another $5.90, another $4.99. I literally haven't seen the Democratic candidate publicly concede on election night. That's because she freaking ran. She freaking ran with a tail lip. I don't even think she showed up for that night because apparently she seen the polls and all of a sudden she seen all those swing states turn red.
Bro, by 2 a.m., they all packed it up, man.
They was out of there.
They dipped
I
off.
have never seen so many Republicans stay up that late.
Bro.
I ain't never seen anybody stay up that fucking late.
At least, like, the thing about it, people forget Hillary Clinton did the same shit. She did the same thing. She ain't come out right away and say that I lost, blah blah blah. Like, nah, like they both was in the back crying, bro. Kamala was back there crying, bro. She was crying her fucking eyes out.
She had no choice. She was crying like this. I didn't get
Yo, I'm telling you, man. The Democrats, man, I swear they got comfortable to the point where they lied, bro, hard body for 3.5 years, almost 4 years now. They just lied their asses off, and they really expected people to vote for them again. Like, I don't understand, like, how, like, it's embarrassing that this many black people voted for them, bro. That shit's hella embarrassing,
what the
bro.
What the problem is, you gave away $400 million goddamn dollars.
It wasn't
to
even
this
400.
woman.
Oh, that was
$400
just
million.
that was just from black people.
That was for black women, for mostly black women.
No, that number. I think it's 40 million.
Craig, I swear to you, not, bro. I swear to you, it was 400 million. You know what could be doing with $400 million?
I know they spent 1.4 billion altogether on the campaign, and still got washed.
Think about it. I mean, but
that
Trump
number seems high though, bro. I seen it a little high. I don't know about that. I don't think it was 400, bro. Just from black women, 400? Nah.
Well, it was black women. It was black women and white women.
Black women, white women.
It was women. It was women all together, but black women in general. I'm not talking about any other woman. I'm talking about black women specifically. You know, we could have bought land with that money.
Facts.
We could have bought land and opportunity with that money. You know what you know how often people say we need ownership. Let's just say, for example, we bought so many anchors, right? If say somebody were to come to us and say, I want to build property onto your land, they have to give up that money to you. That's wealth. I mean, we're never going to see that in our lifetime. We will never see that in our lifetime, but our kids will see that money.
It's never that shit ain't gonna happen, bro. That whole kumbaya shit, let's all get together. Forget about it, bro. That's never gonna happen, bro. It's not. Just worry about you. Just worry about you and your family, and do what you can for your family. Forget all these other niggas, bro. That shit is not gonna happen. You're just wasting your damn time. Straight up. The time is moving way too quick.
Craig, shut up. I'm taking you with me.
Yo,
shut the hell up.
For real, I'm serious, man. Yo, time is moving way too fucking quick, man. For motherfuckers to be out here trying to be on some fucking we gotta start a movement and all that shit. That shit ain't gonna happen, man. Look at what's going on right now. Just over some election about an Indian woman that ain't even black. And if she was black, she got a white husband. Come on, man. Imagine Obama had a white wife. Imagine Michelle Obama was white. You think black women would have been going for him as hard as they was? Fuck no. Fuck no.
She does have a white husband.
Yeah, Dougie.
But
The fuck? Laid up with that white boy. Come on, I ain't mad at it. 'Cause I ain't mad at interracial relationships. Do you? But don't sit here and try to sit here and look at me like I'm supposed to be for you because you're black. And it's black this and black that, and you're not even married to a black person. I'm not trying to hear that, man.
Let me ask you this: Did she present any policies to? And in the 4 years that she's been Madam President, has she done anything specifically for America? Has she done anything? Absolutely, positively nothing, because she was not only was she under Joe Biden, but I think Joe Biden put her on a chokehold. But it didn't matter because you're running for the United States of America. That was a layup.
Here's how it goes, bro. Here's how I view this shit. At least, if somebody you was going against that you was trashing on a national stage, y'all was trashing each other, debating, trying to get the nomination, right? And then you lose. That person asks you, "Yo, I want you to be my VP." If you strongly disagree with this person and how they're gonna govern the country and their policies, etc., you're not gonna accept that invitation to be the VP, bro. You're just not, unless you're aligned with that person step by step. Why would you even? How are you gonna sit here and say that you have morals and you have, you know what I'm saying, you have self-respect, and you're gonna go against everything that you believe just to be this person's sidekick? That doesn't make any sense. You gotta be aligned with that person. She was aligned with Joe, bro. She believes everything that this nigga was saying. They were both saying the same thing. Joe Biden was like, yo, there's 14 million people that deserve to have their voices heard and get asylum in the country. She said the same shit. So we already saw this coming. We saw this shit coming a mile away. This nigga, they both said that shit in the debate. In the debates, Biden said it in the Trump debate. They all said this shit, bro. So none of this shit was a surprise.
Don't they say the same thing over and over again every 4 years?
Exactly. That's why nobody believed Kamala this time, bro. Keep that little punk ass 25,000 that you offering for the businesses and for the house. Keep that small change right there. That's barely gonna get you anything. We need real shit to go down. We need deregulation on a large scale. Like, I don't want that 25. I'd rather have deregulation so I can make an extra 25,000 every 4 months, not just a one-time payment. And that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's black women mad. Oh, you could have had 25,000. Like, what? What the fuck I want 25,000 for when I can get an extra 25,000 quarterly? Like, nah, man. And that's the
for the
battle
new
we
houses.
got.
Yeah, that's a terrible fucking idea. The reason it's a terrible idea is because you give everyone $25,000. Guess what? New homes become $25,000 more expensive. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Nothing. It does
It
nothing.
just raised the market value.
Exactly. You're just gonna raise the price.
Which
you raise the prices, you're gonna now the property tax is gonna go up the next year. They're gonna reevaluate the neighborhood or the neighborhoods. Everything gonna go the fuck up, man. And she talking about decriminalizing weed or legalizing it on a federal level. Yeah, that might work.
And taking away your guns.
Exactly. Taking away niggas' guns. Like, come on, man. They fucked up bad, bro.
She couldn't even act. I don't think she knows what inflation is, like how it works. Like, because her policy on giving everyone $25,000 is inflationary. Like, I don't think she understands the concept. You can't just give everyone a bunch of money because it's going to cause inflation.
Yeah. Every action got a reaction, especially when you're pumping money into the system, when they're doing that right now. So when Trump comes in, they're gonna have to start trimming the fat fast, because I think they just raised it another another 0.25.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't know how much it is. I've heard about it, but I don't know how much it is.
Yeah, they're starting to print money. I mean, it's good on one end if you got investments and
You
shit.
gotta stop this. You keep printing money. That's just gonna raise up the
Yo,
taxes.
it's I'm cool with it right now. Like I said, I'm cool with it. They can. I want them to start cutting like a motherfucker and start printing like a motherfucker too. But on the back end, that's why I like how Trump talking about bringing Elon in. And he's gonna start that whole Doge shit that he got going on. You know what I'm saying? About he called that shit Department of Government Efficiency, where they're gonna start trimming the fat. We got like fucking 200-300 government agencies right now. Why the fuck do we need that many government agencies for? We need to start cutting these shits off, bro.
I just want. Listen, this is what I just want. I just want the ladies to relax. Go to your favorite spa, whatever.
Your favorite spa.
Some big giant ass white dude with big giant hands just give you a caressing on your back. You get a mud bath or something because you're really starting to get on my goddamn nerves. You're really starting to get on my nerves.
Look, look at the back chat. I told you to Google something. Google Sam Brinton. This is another big reason why the Democrats lost. I'm not going to say particular on Kamala, but Kamala was endorsing. Google this name. You know, as soon as you see it, you'll know who this dude is. This was the. Well, maybe you don't know him.
And
anybody the word Sam, I cringe. What the hell?
Throw his photo up on the share screen a sec.
Oh, is this the dude from Hellraiser? What the?
Throw it up and I'll explain who this dude is.
I'm throwing it up, but this dude here. Can you see it?
Go through images. Click on images. There's some.
Yeah. Yup.
Click on images. There's ones of him. Once it appears on your. Do you got images going?
What the fuck is this?
Wait, I don't see anything changing on screen.
Bro,
what the fuck is this?
Like you said, he was one of the reasons why they lost, right?
Right, because look, they
got a bunch of fucking weirdos on their staff, bro.
Well, no, this guy was the deputy secretary for the Department of Nuclear Energy, right? Nominated by Biden, whatever, right? This dude, wait, you got to get a more accurate picture, Lock. Like these two are tame that you've got on screen here. You got to get the one of him in the big red dress in his office. The dude.
I thought this was the big.
Maybe you're sharing the different screen.
Oh, wait. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh God. I feel, man, I gotta take a bath now.
Wait, share big screen.
I'm trying to. Would you hush?
And the other motherfucker, the other motherfucker that's the head of the FDA. I forgot the name.
Was it the FDA or was it the BLM, Bureau of Land Management? I thought.
Was it that one?
I think it's the Bureau of Land Management. You could be right though.
The transgender woman.
I saw a bunch of hearings, and but they were all on BLM because I care about BLM policies. Yeah, look at this.
Enough?
Yeah.
Yo,
this dude in men's clothing would look like a fucking psycho, right? But he decides to up it a notch by going with the bright red lipstick and wearing all women's clothing. Now, I'm not going to say that, I don't like trans people. I feel for their dilemma, right? But at the same time, you've got people like this guy. He's just putting on women's clothing and lipstick. He's not doing anything like dedicated. And then he gets caught. Oh, sorry.
No, keep going.
Oh, no, I thought we were done. Okay. Then he gets caught stealing luggage at the airport, and he steals women's luggage for their clothing and gets removed. And it's like, yeah, you look at this guy's photo, like that's exactly the guy that would steal underwear, that kind of stuff. Like how would you not? Nobody should be surprised by that.
Nobody,
But it's a
bro.
DEI hiring, right? We talk about appropriate clothing, right? Just because it's business casual or business clothing that a woman will wear doesn't mean it's appropriate for you to wear it as a man. Like it doesn't make any it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Just,
They
if I was
hire a
at a
bunch of
beach,
fucking
I
weirdos,
wouldn't put on a bikini.
Under who?
Sorry, say that again.
And this was going to be under who?
No,
He
Biden
was already under
nominated him.
Biden. Yeah.
He got removed.
I mean, are we shocked? I mean, we saw him host a big giant party for all these nitwits, all these rainbow hoes. We all saw him host the party.
Right. But then Kamala's ad, I felt the most effective one was the Breakfast Club ad that they were showing, where she's like, yes, transgender surgery for inmates, right? She was out there in like boys on girls sports teams. Now, do I worry that the president is going to somehow mandate these changes everywhere? No, it just shows you have no goddamn common sense. You have no common sense if you can't say that doesn't make any sense to do this, to take a position as wild as boys shouldn't play in girls' sports, right? That shows a lack of judgment or an adherence to an ideology beyond common sense. That's why she lost.
And you want this motherfucker in the girls' bathroom. Oh, man, shot this motherfucking head.
Yeah, it was a bunch of reasons why they lost. Like, I don't think it mattered if it was Kamala or if, say, Joe Biden was actually able to speak normal like he did back in like 2018 or something. He still would have lost. Like, people were just fed up. When you got a nigga like Trump that get the popular vote, you really, really fucked up.
Right.
Straight up. They spent 3 years. First they came in. The economy wasn't horrible when Trump left, bro. I remember I was at the gas station. That shit was like it was under $3 a gallon for diesel fuel, bro. Because I'm a truck driver, so I'm looking at it. And then mid-November it was $3.15, bro. You fast forward a year after Biden got in, the summer of 22, nigga, it was $5.64 a gallon, bro. From $2.95 in late 2020. It was like, bro, and then they sitting there trying to act like the economy is good, the economy is great. Look at the stock market, this and that. It's like, nah, bro. They was lying for too long, bro. They was lying for way too long.
They've been lying for 93 years straight.
Let's go.
Yeah, but look at how they came in. Look at how they attacked Trump coming into 2020 though. They acted like everything was so bad and we're gonna make everything so much better. And then when they came in within 2 years, everything was fucked up. And everybody knew it was because of them, but they was like, nah, everything is good. What are you talking about? There's no border crisis. What are you talking about? Gas is coming down. What are you talking about? And then fast forward a year ago, going into the re-election, they're like, oh, it's Trump's fault. We're gonna fix it on day one. It's like, yo, which one is it?
You know why most women are tripping right now? It's because that comment that he made about the bleach when everybody was in such duress during that whole COVID thing. He said something about the bleach. Now, tell me something. Does he know politically? Does he know politically what he is doing? Does he really know what he's doing politically is right? No. That's why he has what? Advisors. He has advisors helping him. He's not a political figure. He's a fucking businessman. And I'm not saying he's the best businessman in the world, but the man doesn't know what he's doing publicly. That's why he has advisors with him, and he doesn't know what he says half the time. He's fucking 78 years old.
That's true. That's true.
I think it's going to be a lot different this time around, though, because he's been through the game of the nominee. Like he's
Yes.
he's cast off all the hangers on, right? And I think Nikki Haley said it or something. It was like, there's no more clowns allowed in the White House, right? No, none of these
Exactly.
people that are just trying to grift along, right? Like,
Shit,
or
we
trying to
about to
do their
have.
own shit. Does that make sense? There was so much turnover because I don't think he had really understood how politics work necessarily, because he was never a politician.
From the rumors of it, he was trusting advisors on who to pick for certain positions.
Right.
And as time went on, a few months in, you're like, hold on, this guy, I can't trust this guy. He's not listening. I'm asking him to do this. He's not doing it. I think he's trying to sabotage shit. You're fired. Somebody next. And then it kept going like that throughout the years. It kept going. So now he's like, yo, we already know who all the rhinos are. We know who we can trust and who we can't trust. That's why they were really scared that he was going to get in again. And they tried taking his head off because they already know he's not going to trust all these same motherfuckers that they put in front of him to trust last time.
Right.
They already know that. So they're like, yo, we're not even going to be able to try to finesse him this time. Before they was like, okay, we can't control him. Let's try to finesse him with these people that we're going to put in front of him. And now they're like, yo, we can't even finesse him. So we're going to have to kill this nigga now. So, and bang, you seen what happened in Butler. But now it's like he got Tulsi in there with him that he's about to bring on, and fucking, I forgot homegirl name that he just appointed as his manager, campaign manager.
Willis? Is it Willis or something?
I think it was, like May Willis or some shit
Chief
like
of
that.
Staff Willis.
Chief of Staff, yeah, he put her as the chief of staff.
First female chief of staff. Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
He must hate women, I guess.
Yeah, he's a fucking misogynist. You know what I'm saying? This shit don't make no fucking sense, man. And I like how he got RFK in there. I hope he really does get RFK involved, man.
Say what? Someone?
I said somebody probably told him though, like, you need a woman up in here because
no, she was his she ran his campaigns. That campaign was fucking phenomenal. How many gaffes were there? Man. Like none,
bro.
Compared 2016 to 2020.
Well, they say he got advisors though, so.
He just had that one with that fucking comedian that almost dropped the ball, man. Saying that goofy shit. I don't care if it's a joke or not, but that was like, damn, bro. But that was the only one.
You talking about DL, old ass?
Nah. The other dude, I don't even know his name. He's supposed to be one of them type of. He's a roast comedian and shit.
But y'all believe that was a real assassination attempt? Y'all really believe that?
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was real, bro.
Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen it? Hold on. Yo, listen. I've been playing with. Hold on. I've been playing. Listen. When you got uncles when all your uncles is in the army and they all been in the army, and you see that shit and you see it firsthand, that bullet would have, if that was real, that bullet would have took his face off. So I don't believe that, bro. That was sympathy votes.
You're saying
it wasn't a 50 cal, bro.
Was fake?
No, it was sympathy votes.
You said it was
what? The guy that tried to assassinate him was fake?
Have you seen that picture of that dude? Did you see the picture?
Alive and dead.
Yeah, it looked like it was from 2001.
But
what about his parents?
I don't believe that, bro.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I don't believe that, bro. Oh, because
you don't think the Democratic Party could have uncovered that?
I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe none of that shit.
All right.
So you think so? If you don't believe it, that's cool. But how do you think it all went down? You think they told Trump like, look, we're gonna put something on your ear and then hit this button and it's gonna explode, make it look like blood? Like, how did you think it all went down?
You ever seen a blood tablet?
Okay.
What about the guy that died in the audience?
Right. Like you're saying,
bushes.
They said he was on a building, but when they showed that picture, first of all, a lot of people said there wasn't no guy dead, and a lot of people were like, "Yo,
wait,
people that was there."
Wait, 1 second. Wait, there's
this body cam.
Wait 1 second. There's notoriously a lot of video of the crowd pointing out, "Hey, there's a guy up there."
Yeah, I seen that.
Thought the Secret Service.
Yeah, I seen that.
Was in on
I
it.
seen that. Yeah, I seen that. I seen
So
the
what are you
guy
talking
on the
about?
thing.
There
I'm
wasn't a
talking
guy.
about the picture, and
Oh my God.
I'm
Everyone
talking
that was
about
there was shouting, "There's a guy there," and
it
that's why
ain't.
they thought the Secret Service was in on the
He's talking
cover-up.
about the guy that was on the roof. He's talking about the guy
Yeah,
that was
he's
on the roof.
talking about the shooter,
Yeah,
right?
it's not gonna take
Yeah.
me that long to finish. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of this shit be playing, bro. Like a lot of these presidents, man. First of all, they pawns. I don't know why people be really just believing that these people really gonna help us, man. These is pawns, bro.
I never said that they were going to
Yeah,
help.
Pawns.
I
90%
think
I
of the
never
time
said
they
that.
are. Yeah.
I think I'm going to
Yeah.
check out a conspiracy night. We-On-Loc.
No.
No,
He's
it's not a
right. He's right about
conspiracy.
that.
Two
You're right
incidents.
about that.
It's
90% of
not
the
a
time they
conspiracy.
are pawns.
No,
Yeah,
But this one ain't one of
that
them.
ain't no
no, the
conspiracy. That's a
assassination
fact.
conspiracy. I'm just saying, it's not.
I mean,
You can
listen,
you can let him keep going.
you
I don't want
know,
to cut him off. I just don't want to listen to this.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have
Let me
to,
ask.
but you know,
Let's say
we
this.
all got our own views on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Montre, let's just say that it was real. That I mean, quite frankly, his security was a bunch of bums.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bunch of broads. It was a bunch of broads, a
Man,
bunch of
that
5'3" broads.
was
Nigga had like 4 broads on. Like, it was an obvious fucking setup, dog. You know what I'm saying?
nah. Look, it
Like,
was
oh,
goofy shit.
we couldn't put nobody on the
It was
roof because the
goofy.
roof was sloped.
It
You know
was
what I'm
goofy.
saying? Like,
It
what
was
the
goofy.
fuck?
What
Come
the fuck
on,
is wrong
son.
with you?
It
Nigga
was
had
goofy.
4 broads.
Did you
That
see
one,
them trying to protect the president?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah, that shit was goofy, man.
come on,
Like
son.
y'all supposed to be getting this dude off stage. Y'all sitting there hovering over him. Y'all supposed to get him off stage.
They
Like
couldn't
that,
pick him up. He
So
had 2 bitches over there struggling to pick him up. Like, what you
man, that shit
mean?
was
I will
stupid.
say, can I say, in defense of the secret? I know everyone hates the Secret Service. I think the leadership is inept, right? But I'm talking about. Let's say. Well, I mean, the Secret Service got shit on pretty hard, right? The leadership, which is good, right? But the guy, the counter sniper, right? That took him out, right?
Right.
Everyone's like, what's with the delay, right? I guarantee you, there was a chain of command of like, I've got a guy in my sights. He's got a gun. Do I have the green light? Right, and that goes up the radio command to the next guy in charge. He's like, do we have the green light? That goes up to the scene commander. Goes back up to the deputy commander of the region, and then it comes back down. Yeah, okay. Well, not until he shows aggression, and because they don't want to end up on the news, right?
Well,
Oh, I shot this kid.
but supposedly, if there's somebody that's within a certain area
That boy.
of the president with a gun, that's an automatic. You don't
Yeah, I
even
know.
need.
I got you,
You know
Craig.
what I'm saying?
No, Craig, I got you. What I'm saying is, in today's climate with news and everyone's second guessing after the fact, he's like, I'm not going to be the guy on the news killing a kid with a gun. Maybe what if he's not shooting?
I hear that.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying human nature. That's what causes the pause. But then,
I
as soon
mean,
as he fired, there was like
yo,
That shit wild
it went
though.
down quick after that.
yeah,
He got a.
they took him out right away. I mean, he got off a lot of shots though. Let's
It's
keep it
crazy
100.
how he still got 100% of his
6
ears.
shots.
Yep, 6
Supposedly
shots.
he don't. Supposedly he don't. He got. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly he got a nip on there, like
But
you can
Montrese,
tell.
I got to ask you. I mean,
What's up, bro?
there are your conspiracy theories. I can understand that. But in this particular situation, with the 34 felonies that this man has, and again, I was born at night, not last night.
Right, let's go.
I mean, you gotta. I mean, I have to admit that there's a reason why they didn't want this man back in office. There's a reason why. I mean, hear me out. I mean, give me an outlet here. I mean, you have 34 felonies. I mean, you get sniped not once but twice.
Impeached twice.
Impeached.
I mean, it's all lawfare, right? It's all
blaming January 6th on you.
But he's a criminal. He's a
It's all the
criminal,
bullshit.
man.
It's all the bullshit distractions to try and prevent what happened. An election where the American people make a decision because they don't trust the American people to make the decision. because the American people are too stupid in their opinion. Just like they're saying on the news shows and everything now. Oh, look what America did. Oh, America's so terrible. They got conned. We didn't pick the right person. America overwhelmingly did a landslide for Trump, and they hate it.
Yeah.
And how many Mexican
I've seen that
Americans
before.
voted for this man? Wasn't it like 60% or something like that?
Like We-On-Loc, yo, you can tell if you just watch that video.
Some people stupid, man.
You hear the shots. You can see the pain in that
I
man's
heard the
face.
shots, Craig.
You see when
he fired off 6 shots.
And he turned his head. He turned his head at the last minute. So if it was staged,
the right time.
Yeah,
if it was staged, he has the most immaculate timing of a stage thing. Okay, make sure to turn your head, so I only hit your ear. Because if you don't turn your head in time, I'm going to blow your fucking brains out.
Yeah, he would have got yeah, but he still got 100% of his ear. Then he had the bandage on the other ear.
100% of his ear.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that bullet would have took his face off, and it apparently hit his ear.
What are you talking
but
about?
Let me finish.
Hitting an ear doesn't cause a
The
massive
bullet.
explosion.
You gotta
It's not
let
a
me
grenade.
finish. You gotta let me finish. I know that type. I know that type of bullet, sir. And that shit would have took his face off. And he has 100% of his ear left. But that's what it apparently hit him, man. His shit
So
would have
you're
been
saying
gone,
nobody's
bro.
ever been grazed by a
That shit
bullet?
would have been gone. Not that type of bullet. You're out of here. You're gone.
So what kind of
You're
bullet
gone.
was it?
So wait a minute. What type
M12,
of
bro.
bullet was it? More importantly, what type of gun was it?
Nah, bro.
See, listen.
Does
Y'all don't have
anybody know?
listen. M12, bro. Like I just said. So with them type of guns, bro, you're not about to be just walking after that. Like, no, bro. So
You still haven't explained. How does it turn into a grenade?
I didn't totally explain, bro.
What is the bullet?
It wasn't
I'm telling you, he would have
50
been
cal,
gone.
right? It wasn't.
What's the bullet?
That type of gun, he would have been gone.
What's the
He
bullet?
wouldn't be. He wouldn't be. I just said it.
It wasn't no 50 cal, bro. That ain't gonna do.
I didn't say that. I
that,
said M12. I said M12.
Take a look what happened.
Wait.
Take a look what happened.
And there's really no point on staging that neither. Like,
Yeah, it is.
what's the whole point of staging that? Like,
Sympathy votes. Sympathy votes.
Nah, he ain't getting no sympathy votes, bro.
Sympathy votes, bro. Bro, this shit happened
but
before.
in
This
your
ain't the first
scenario, so
time.
Trump's in on it. Trump's in on it in your scenario. Is the Secret Service in on it?
Wait.
Why wouldn't they?
Everybody got to be in on it.
Number one, why
The
is
Why wouldn't
CDC
they
don't
be?
like that nigga. The FBI don't like that nigga. Why are they gonna help him? Why are they gonna help that
Why
nigga?
wouldn't they help him if they on his team?
They're not on his team. They indicted him. The DOJ indicted him.
I'm talking about
What are you
Trump's
talking
people.
about?
I'm talking about Trump's people.
Bro,
Why
Trump's
wouldn't
people
they
is
be?
the Secret Service around
Trump
him.
got money, bro. Trump got money, man.
Come on. No.
Y'all act like this shit ain't never happened before.
It hasn't.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of time. Look at the amount of time. Let's count the second. Wait.
You count the seconds for what?
1, 2. He should be off stage.
Yeah, the Secret Service is fucking
now.
terrible.
Yeah, they would tell, and he was telling them what to do. He said, "Hold on, let me get my
Yeah,
shoes."
paying me,
that nigga said, "Let me get my shoes."
Well,
son.
no, I do think Trump said, "Hold on a sec, let me do the fist pump."
No.
Because that's Trump.
I don't give about no shoes.
He said first. He said, "Hold on, let me get my
there.
shoes." And then secondly, when they were trying to bully him off, he was like, "Wait," and that's when he put his hand up. That's when he put his fist up.
I mean, that's Trump, right? That's 100% aligned with what we know about Trump.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. A lot of niggas is gonna do that. A lot of niggas is gonna pull that stuff. If you're like Trump, like you're saying, like That's not
Like if it's
Course it
100% in
was.
line with what Trump would do. I got bullets flying around me. Hold on, let me give a fist pump. Right?
Mhm.
He does fucking unconventional, crazy shit sometimes.
You know,
Right?
he's
Yeah,
going
he do.
down. He's going down in the history books.
Oh,
All of them.
definitely.
100%. You think it's a coincidence that every president that ever got shot was either not from establishment or they were against war? It's not no coincidence, bro.
To that, how many were celebrities?
None of them.
Yeah,
What,
Ronald
two?
Reagan.
Him and
Yeah,
Reagan.
I guess you could say Reagan.
Reagan
Ronald
was a
Reagan was
he
an
was a movie
actor.
star. Yeah, he was a movie
And he
Yeah,
star.
I
got
guess.
shot.
Yeah, I guess you could say Reagan. Yeah.
And Reagan didn't want to go along with the program, and they said, "All right, we're gonna have to pop this nigga then."
Well, no, I
And
mean
then
we know that the assassin did it for, wasn't it like Jodie
that's what they
Foster or
claim.
something? Was
He got brainwashed into it and shit. Like I'm I'm firmly believing he's not establishment because if you
yeah,
listen
he
to a
was
lot of people who was
anti-establishment.
around, yeah, he was anti, and every time you're anti-establishment, they get rid of you, bro. Like I remember when I was listening to what's this man's name? He was an old school he used to work with different presidents on balancing budgets and shit. And he says he remembers when Reagan got in and everybody was pissed off in the establishment because they was like, no, we have to train him because he's not
Is it
from
Dick Cheney or Colin Powell?
No,
what's this man's name? How
I
fucking
I
forgot
know
his
what you're
name.
talking about, but I can't come up with the name either.
Yeah, and he was pissed off. Like he was saying everybody was mad because we gotta train him because he's not of us. He's not a part of this whole I've been in politics for 50 years type of gang. So, and obviously he was going against them. And they said, let's pop him. JFK going against him. They wanted him to go against Cuba. This nigga's not for war. He been to war. He's like, we're not doing this shit. They said, all right, so we're gonna have to get rid of you.
Yeah,
His
that
brother,
happened. I'm saying this shit happened
Well,
before.
I just
come
want to
on,
say that
man.
I'm gonna
FDR,
drop off soon here because
McKinley.
I gotta do something inside. But I just want to say now we have a single. Just think about the craziness of this, Slop. We have a guy that never ran for any office. He pulled off the biggest political upset in history in 2016. Then he is a political pariah at the end of his term, right? He's off. He's shunned by everyone. He pulls the greatest political comeback in 4 years later in 2024 to win a defining landslide election against his opponent. It's something you can't make up, right?
Right.
It's just it's so uniquely American.
Yeah, but she is
So
a
to
woman
that
though.
point,
So.
so to that point, what do you think is going to happen in the next 4 years?
I think he's going to do what he feels is best for America. He doesn't have any second term to worry about. He's going to do what he wants to get the results he wants, and he wants to be remembered. He wants to be loved by the American people. He wants to go down in the history books as a great president, right? So he's not going to do anything fucking crazy.
2025.
Like crazy in terms of destroying the country for some political
For money
fundraiser
and shit.
elitist, right? Do you know what I mean? He's going to govern for the people. That's what he's going to do because he wants to
And
go
if he
down
gets
as an
in
all-time
there,
great.
because their next thing is January 6th.
America is sad.
That's their next thing right now. January. Supposedly, there's one more assassination attempt in the works. Supposedly before January 6th, but if that don't work out, January 6th,
That
they're gonna
sounds
try
like
to
a
get.
conspiracy theory too.
Yeah, I mean, well, I
I
thought it
get
was
that.
too until September happened. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who
I've
this nigga
seen
be getting his information from, but he called the
I've
September
seen
attack.
stranger things
Yeah,
happen.
oh,
I've
yeah,
seen stranger things
I mean, I don't
happening in the
know.
past couple of
yeah.
years.
Listen,
I don't know.
I fuck with Alex Jones, right? I be listening to him here and there.
No, Alex Jones is crazy.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Right. Hear me out. I remember I heard him talking about it back in like late August, late August. He said there's gonna be another assassination attempt in September. A whistleblower from the CIA and the FBI was like leaking the information saying they got one more attack on him in September, and then out of nowhere the golf course shit happened. So I'm like, how the fuck did this nigga know that? You know what I'm
He
saying?
doesn't
Like,
know it. He predicts it all the time, and eventually he's right about some things.
I mean, I don't know, man. Seen
No, that's all
that
I'm saying.
nigga
I'm
be
not
right
saying
like 9 out of 10 times, dog.
I'm
It's like,
not
yo,
saying any disrespect to you, Craig. I'm just saying the guy flouts conspiracy theories. He got
nah, I
sued. He
feel
lost
you.
all his money. But I'm
Nah, I
just
feel
saying,
you on
like,
that. He be saying some wild shit. He be saying some wild shit. I'm not disagreeing with you on
yeah,
that.
okay.
I'm just saying, like I don't know. That's a little, you know what I mean?
I think
He's been on it this last year or so.
I think Trump will be fine. I think even if there is an assassination attempt, at least now the Secret Service is in more capable hands, and Kamala Harris is going to certify his nomination.
Yo, you heard what that nigga Jamie Raskin said?
No.
What?
That boy said that January 6th, he said this shit with confidence. He said it doesn't matter, even if he does get elected, we're not gonna certify it. Congress is not gonna certify it on January 6th.
Oh,
Whether
bullshit! It's going to happen.
yeah, but that's their next move. You know what I'm saying? They've been saying it out in the open for like a year now.
They couldn't
That's their
even get
next
it done in
move.
2016. It's not going to happen now in 2024.
I
would
agree.
I would
I
have agreed.
agree.
I would have thought that. I mean, all the Hamilton electors, all that bullshit in 2016. That's
They're gonna
old
try to
hat.
use
That's
the
old playbook.
14th.
They can't do it now. This time there is no justification to not certify his presidency. He won the popular vote. He won the electoral college. He flipped the Senate.
This is what he
Probably going to
said,
keep the
right?
House.
And he has the courts.
This is what he said, right? He said that even though it's bullshit, he said that they're gonna use the 14th Amendment insurrection. I think it's Article 3 of the 14th, saying that he incited the insurrection, and because you know what I'm saying, you already know how it is in the 14th. If you incite an insurrection, if you're a rebel against, you know what I'm saying, you can't be elected president if you're a rebel. So that's
Okay,
what they're
but
gonna go on.
how
But he
can you?
wasn't
How
even
can you?
charged for that.
Wait.
Yo, don't forget to get
He
your
was never
CC.
charged for that.
Do not forget to get your CCW if you haven't gotten it already.
I don't have a weapon, but I mean I know what you're
feel you.
saying. It's a good idea.
No,
Wait,
just in case.
Here's how that trial goes. Here's my opening statement in the defense of Donald Trump at the trial, saying he incited insurrection or rebellion. Right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client, who you know as Donald J. Trump, just won a landslide victory with the Electoral College, a popular majority vote in the popular vote. The Senate flipped to Republicans, and they retained the House. So it would seem that a majority of Americans agree with my client. Thank you, and we will. Then I sit down. So it's not a rebellion if everyone agrees with you.
And there's no and there's they. I think what they're planning on doing, they're planning on causing chaos. With even just the thought of it, and even if it lasts 2 or 3 days, they're hoping that they can incite some chaos.
I don't know.
Within
I
those
think
3
they're even
days.
failing at that, bro. Look, I live by Seattle, right? I was expecting Seattle to be on fire today or yesterday.
Right, right.
But both Seattle and Portland, they had their shit together in terms of the law enforcement, right? Like you look at the pictures of Portland, it looks like the blast doors or the metal doors they put on the federal buildings. It looks like something out of Judge Dredd, Mega City 1, right? They shut that shit down right away. In Seattle, they arrested
the other guy.
The new guy. What's his name?
The new guy. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like the Peachtree blast doors. That's what it looked like in Portland. Like
they were getting ready for it.
They were getting ready for it, and they shut it down. In Seattle, they had arrested people on election night that started spray painting the buildings, saying like delete cops and something Harris. They arrested a bunch of Antifa people up on Capitol Hill. They shut it, and then they basically dispersed. Like they were ready.
Mm-hmm.
It all got shut down real quick. Nobody's messing around anymore.
I seen like quick footage of it too. Like they were shutting down that shit. Antifa and all that. They was like, nah, y'all niggas gotta bounce.
Yeah, they were right by the CHOP too, or the CHAZ, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Like the Seattle PD were like, no, you ain't taking over a section of the city again. this isn't a peaceful protest that's going to go spiraling out of control. We already know what you're here to do, right? So
Yeah.
I don't think this chaos that we saw in prior years is going to manifest itself because the police are ready, and I mean,
I hope not.
Yeah,
man.
when they
I
when
hope
they get
not.
immunity,
Them police ain't
they're
ready,
gonna have
man.
they're gonna have all the autonomy to do whatever they want to do.
no,
Under him,
wait. It's preventing the situation before it escalates to something where people get actually harmed, right? Look, you are out here. You don't have a permit. This isn't an organized protest. We know what you're doing. You're already wearing masks. You're carrying spray paint. You're carrying Molotov cocktails. You're not out here with a message. You're out here for chaos, right? So as soon as you spray paint that building, it's not free speech in terms of your belief. You're just out here to destroy shit. So we're going to arrest you, and the rest of them dispersed.
Yeah,
They
they
didn't
let
have
him do it before because
isn't that a
they let him
form
do
of
it
martial
before because
law?
Trump was in office.
No. That's not martial law. If you don't have fucking
That
signs
ain't why.
about your issue, you're just there to destroy the city, which is what they were there to do. I commend the Seattle PD.
Right.
I expected them to lay back and just like let him get steamrolled again, and they didn't. So I was like, okay, so you understand the difference now. That's all.
I don't know.
All right, I'll take your word for it. I mean, I never.
Not on Joe Biden's watch. Not on Joe
This
Biden's
is
watch.
We-On-Loc Nation. Who's there?
Shout out to Joe Biden.
What? Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Ali Bang. I don't want to butcher your name, brother.
Peace from Britain. Thanks for letting me on.
Another brother from Britain. What's happening?
Nothing much, and just so I was randomly saw the channel and saw the link. I was thinking, you know, let me humbly introduce myself, and yeah, peace to the rest of the panel as well. I'm from Britain.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm well, thanks. How you doing?
So, what do you think about this chaos that's going on in America?
To be honest, I'm very happy that example. Long story short, I was a Donald Trump fan for about 8 years straight until about 3 weeks ago. Because long story short is that I don't take either sides on what's going on in the Middle East, the hats in Palestine. But long story short, I realized, that Trump does support, the hats. So it's like I was thinking, respectfully, I'm gonna withdraw my support for Trump. So from 2016 to about 3 weeks ago, 8 years straight, I supported Trump. And so when the result happened a few days ago, 2 days ago now, however long it's been, when I saw Trump win, I was happy not because Trump won. I'll congratulate him and give him his credit for being 78 and being able to pull that off. Three assassination attempts and all them bogus charges and being 78 and still being able to do that. That's phenomenal. That's the best ever presidential run I've ever seen in my 35 years of living so far. What I'm really celebrating is Democrats didn't win because I don't want to see all these confusion and children being fed poison from the media and things of that nature. That's disgusting. Is that so and all this stuff. I'm so glad that Black America said no to the Democrats as well.
Yeah, because it's been 93 years since it's in. I hate when people often tell me you should vote Democrat, you should vote down democratically. I'm like, what the hell for? When you're an independent and you can vote for damn near anybody you want to.
Right.
But people have their own. People think that just because you have a lineage of voting Democrat or Republican, it should be your right to vote your lineage, which is the Republican Party. I'm like, no, I can vote for whoever I want to. Hell, I can even hold my vote forever I want.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
this
Right.
is where all the late and this is where America gets twisted, because we're not gonna. If you've seen it, it says 80% of black men or men period voted blue, right? How many?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Why did the rest of the men stay home? Why did the rest of the men stay home? We're talking about 12%. 12%. 12%. And the rest of the men stayed home. Why did they do that? Because
They practice their right to abstain.
Say that again?
Some black people are just never gonna vote.
Well, I need to hear that. What did you say?
They practice their right to abstain.
But why do I mean I don't know how it is in Britain, but why is it that we get the flack in America from certain individuals? I'm not going to say any name. Craig. I'm not going to say anything. But why is it that us men get the flack for voting for, or supposedly allegedly voting for Trump versus Kamala Harris, who's supposedly a black woman?
Because unfortunately, a lot. Example, how can I say? A lot of people think that black men are owned by the Democrats and just must do it just by nature. When that's not true. You know what I'm trying to say? That the hetero black man has a choice to not vote, to vote Trump, to vote Green. You know what I'm trying to say? He can do anything other than vote the Democrats. The hetero black man might just think, you know what, I just can't be bothered. This is not my interest. I'm not interested in anyone. I'm just gonna sit this one out and just watch the show. I've got other things to do. I've got kids to take care of.
Well, I would say you should always vote in your local elections, at least, even if the presidency.
Say that again, please. Say that again, please.
You should always vote in your local elections.
Yeah.
Because that really does impact your real life.
Yeah.
No, you know what I was told? I was like, if you're not gonna vote nationally, you're not voting at all. You should just stay home.
So we had a proposition here. I'm up in Snohomish County, right? And there was a proposition on there for increasing property tax for the middle schools for Lake Stevens School District, and I voted no. And my wife, who doesn't vote, read my ballot, and she's like, "Why'd you vote against the school proposition?" I was like, well, A, my kids don't go there anymore. B, it's not the school my kids went to. And C, it's just another increase in property taxes." And then she's like, and then she lists off all the reasons it should be voted for, right? And I was like, "Did you vote?" And she goes, "No." I'm like, "Well, so then you don't have a fucking say."
Pretty much. Yeah.
You know what? In my opinion, I personally am sick and tired of those type of people that like to say that, because one thing they try to do, they try to shame you for not voting, and that's cult. In my opinion, that's cult-minded thinking. Example, you don't have to play in the NBA to have a comment on the NBA. You don't have to play in the NBA to debate who's better, Bill Russell or Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like. You know, because we over here in Britain, as you can imagine, we're soccer fanatics. That would be like someone saying to myself, you haven't played in a Premier League, and so you have no opinion, or you have no say. I don't need to kick a soccer ball on television to have a say about soccer on television.
Wait, are you saying I'm wrong to say that she had no say? That's what you're saying?
If you said that, I'll be honest, respectfully, without any disrespect, yeah, I would say that, because I don't.
I get it. I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is, my point to my wife was, because I always want her to vote, right? She didn't vote, so she can't comment on my reasons of like, oh, you didn't like the reasons I voted no. Well, you didn't even you support it, and you didn't even bother to vote yes. So I don't want to hear the reasons that I'm wrong for voting no. Does it make sense?
Yeah,
she has the opportunity to vote, and she chose not to.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you thought. That what exactly was the scenario? Because
no, that was the exact scenario. She has a ballot. She did not fill it out. She saw what I voted for on my ballot because I vote. She disagreed with it. She asked me why I disagreed with it. I explained with it. She said I was wrong. I asked her, "Well, did you vote?" She said, "No, I didn't vote." And she goes, "No, I don't vote." And I said, "Well, then I don't want to hear it."
I mean, this is none of my business, but why the hell would your wife care who you vote for or not?
No. It was just the one proposition.
Oh, okay. I don't even bet.
And it is because she's very involved in schools.
My wife ain't gonna tell me who to freaking vote for. I don't tell her.
No, I don't even think she was necessarily trying to get me to change my vote to yes. She just wanted to know why. And then I said why, and then she told me why I was wrong, and I said, "But you didn't vote." So
I wonder if it was about the abortion shit.
No, it was no. I said what it was about.
Always about the damn abortions.
No. Wait. I said what the topic was. It was about the middle.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not for an abortion, but the only way I am for an abortion for a woman is she's being incest or she's being murdered. That's the only.
Mother's life. Mother's life. I support 100%.
Yeah, or she could possibly pass.
Yeah, right. Mother's life. Right.
Right.
If that's the case, then I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Because one mother is going to do a lot more for 4 living kids than delivering a 5th kid and none of them have a mother anymore. Right? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Thank you.
No, but the issue wasn't abortion. We was on a middle school building. A bond levy with property taxes. So that's what the topic we were talking about.
Well, I can understand that then. Her having a problem with that.
Man, shit, your kids don't go there. You ain't even like why the hell you gotta pay more on your property taxes at your house and your kids don't even go to that school and your next kids they ain't gonna go to that school.
Yeah, but because
I got a senior and a junior. They're out of
that's
middle
just
school.
women, bro. Like women just first of all, women are just like that.
They spend money on dumb shit. They're just wasteful with their bread. It's okay. I get paid next week. Like, that's the mindset.
Well, then wait.
You know
But her argument was, wait, if the schools get better, then more people here, and that increased property values for our home. And I was like, yeah, but you're also increasing the taxes on the property. Like you're hitting yourself. I'm going to have a higher value property with a higher percentage tax, so I'm going to pay even more. Like it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No, I don't.
If your kids aren't benefiting from it, it don't make sense. I don't know. This shit ain't no charity. They probably already got the bread for the shit anyway. They just like, how much could we squeeze out of these peasants in the neighborhood?
Bottom line, listen, Craig, bottom line to this, you and I both know is back to business as usual. That's all we know.
I think it's going to be a little bit different.
How different?
I'm just waiting for that nigga Trump to start signing off them permits, man, to these energy companies, bro, so we can get back rocking and rolling. Because I'm in that industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that, and right now the industry's fucking dead right now.
It's crazy.
They just doing enough right now. They barely drilling.
I'm waiting on the shit show.
We were net
bring
energy
to Vegas and working these hotels.
Wait. We were net energy exporters under Trump. Do you understand how crazy that is? That we were net energy exporters as a nation for like the first time that I know of. And now we're back on energy dependence. That's so fucking crazy that we went backwards from that shit. We got to lower the price of energy. That lowers the cost of producing our fucking food. That lowers prices at the grocery store. Not Kamala Harris with their anti-price gouging bill investigation.
But you know, like both of these parties, man.
Bullshit.
It's both parties. Like she, some of her policies were good. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good and a bad with these people, bro.
Which ones?
Which ones were good to you that you think were good?
Well, I like what she what she wanted to do with the police force, and
Defund it?
yeah, because it should be defunded because they kill us all the time, bro.
No, do you
And
understand that that's exactly what
but
happened in Seattle? We have no
that's
police officers
but that's
anymore.
how
bro.
but that's how I feel about it. Second,
Wait,
second,
just wait. Before you move on,
that's how I feel about it.
before you move on,
I don't like to get
she
cut off, sir. I might snap
wait.
in a
It's
minute.
on your point.
Let me
It's on your
talk,
point.
because
She
I let you
said she
talk.
didn't
I
support.
don't like that, bro.
She said
I'm
she
telling you right
didn't
now, I don't
support.
like that, bro.
She
I
said
don't
she
like
didn't
that.
support defunding police.
Everybody should be able to talk.
Hold on.
Everybody should be able to
Let him
talk, bro.
finish. Let him finish. So you said
Okay.
defund the police and what else?
Well, her policies on, funds for kids, bro. Like, see, I run an after school program, so I feel a way about what they're doing with these kids, and even with Bernie Moreno. A lot of shit that they said about him wasn't true. So y'all got to remember, man, both sides is good and bad. Like, we can't be sitting up here being biased.
I get that.
You know
I
what
get
I'm
that
saying?
100%. I get that 100. Yeah, they need. I don't agree with everything Trump is trying to do. I don't agree with 100% of anybody. That's just how the shit goes. The way I look
Yeah.
at both sides is like I'm looking at it from your perspective of like you actually believe that she was gonna do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe she was gonna do any of that shit. The 25,000, that shit was never gonna happen. The
It could have.
not
It was a
anything.
bad policy.
It was about everything, bro. Capital gains tax on unrealized tax on the
Yeah,
unrealized
unrealized
gains.
gains. Yep,
Like what the
that's fucking
fuck? Like, you
bullshit.
know what I'm saying? Like, that was never gonna
Mm,
happen, and that was
it
a
could
crazy
have.
ass idea. That was never gonna happen, bro.
I mean,
That
Okay,
but
was
but
how do
never
y'all
gonna
feel
happen.
about?
Montrese, wait, you finished Montrese. She went on record this year saying she was never for defund the police, even though she's on videotape saying it. So,
Yeah, she
multiple
said
times.
she said it. So
no, but she went on record this year saying she
I
never
know,
endorsed
but
it.
she said it.
So
But she said it.
okay, but so then which
She said it.
position
That's what
do you believe she's going to do
So
then?
when she said it, I believed her. You know what
that's
I'm
And
why
now that
saying?
she says
that
she's
was my
not doing
whole
it, you don't
point.
believe her.
That was his whole point.
Yeah,
And I said that.
that
When
was my
she
whole
said
point.
it, I
Like
believed her.
he actually believes that. Like he's like back in 2020 when they were trashing Trump, saying that they're gonna make everything so much better. A bunch of people actually believe them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's like,
Right. But now
and a
that
lot
she's
of us
saying
is
she's
like,
not going to do it, he doesn't believe
right,
her when she says she's not going to do
No,
it.
I believed her.
right,
I
and
believed her. I believed
that's
her.
why Trump won the popular vote because the whole country
Again,
looked at the shit and was like, bitch, you had 4
again,
years and you ain't do shit. We don't believe you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
again,
why they lost.
again, when she said it years ago, I believed her, sir.
Right,
So
but
Right.
what I'm saying
that's
is you
why
don't believe her
that's
now when she
why.
says that she's
Hey
against
yo,
it.
We-On-Loc, salute to you, bro. I'm not about to keep getting cut off, man. That's
No,
immature as fuck.
it's a simple
That's
question.
immature, bro.
She's saying
Well,
she doesn't believe it now.
I've already told you. I've already told you.
You haven't.
I just did. I just
Nah, but
did,
bro,
bro.
he still believes her though. You feel me? Like he still
No,
believes that she's
it's
gonna
not.
do it.
It's not that I still believe her because she said that she wasn't for it this year. I know that, but when she said it, I believed her. Like, what don't you
Okay,
understand
okay.
about that?
Right, and you don't believe her now.
you had a DL Hughley moment. That's all
No,
that was.
Okay, so I was a little confused on that. I thought you meant you still wanted her to win this time, this past week because you still believe that. That's what I
I
thought you
didn't.
was trying to say.
I didn't vote. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay,
didn't vote.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just believed what she said about defunding the police
How
So you
dare
and
believed
some
you
her
of her
last
lie
time,
on
but
policies.
the
this
many
time,
lives
so you
that have
believed her
been
you
lost
believed
in
her
this
before, but
country?
this time you're like, nah, I don't believe her now.
No, I didn't say that. Y'all saying that.
All right, so why didn't you vote for her then?
Well, I didn't vote because, again, bro, like I said, they're pawns. So she made
Yeah,
me. I was on her side until, she went back on what she said. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Even with Trump, like I don't agree with defunding. I mean, not defunding, but taking away people's benefits and all that shit. Like it's, SSI and people that really need that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. I think that's fucked up, bro. I don't think people should have their benefits took away. You know what I'm
No,
saying? But
I get what you're saying. Yeah, she's definitely a pawn. She's definitely a pawn. I
for
fuck with
both of them.
Trump. I fuck with Trump because that nigga Trump's already battle tested. You know what I'm saying? We already know what he gonna do. We already seen him do it. You know what I'm saying? So we already know he ain't like a rookie coming out of college when we don't know how he's gonna play in the NBA. It's like, nah, this nigga already been in the NBA.
Slow down, cowboy, on the gun.
Nah, I'm just using it. I'm just using that example. You know what I'm saying? Because some niggas is nice in college.
White boy does in the next,
you feel me?
For a couple of months.
Yeah, we do got to see what he gonna do though. He got 4
gonna
years.
do the same shit. He gonna get right back to it.
Side note: We-On-Loc. My fantasy team has been fucking jinxed this fucking year. I've gone up against every player that has a career record in prime time. You know, last year when I was like 10-0 and everything, right, and just rocking it, and you were like, "How are you 10-0?" But guess who I'm up against this week? Chase Brown or Jamar Chase and Burrow, right? So I'm already at like a 5% chance to win because he got 3 fucking touchdowns, 264 yards, and 7. He got 50 fucking points.
Listen, nothing against nothing, but I'm done. You know what? Because my Cowboys ain't doing. Well, they ain't my Cowboys anymore. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Damn.
No, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. Their record reflects it.
I don't give 2 hoots anymore. I just don't care.
I got you.
Since like 96.
Listen, until Jerry croaks, I'm done.
I got you.
I'm just so pissed. I'm just so pissed right now. Look.
And I respect that. I respect that. As me watching you as a Cowboys fan, I respect that take because that's not the normal Cowboys fan take. Just like my Seahawks are illegitimate as well, right? They're not a good team, but people are like, "Oh, they're great." Okay. No, they're not.
Does anybody understand? Does anybody understand? After 28 years of us saying, "Do more, do more." Do more. You have the money. Do more. You gonna let Henry go to the freaking Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, they look fucking good.
I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
So you don't like the Rico Dowdle experiment?
No.
I'm kidding, bro. I understand your pain. Look, if you saw that Seahawks Rams game, that Seahawks, it was just like, God damn it.
Metcalf ain't no freaking joke. I wish we had a Metcalf, but we let him go to the Browns.
Browns? Wait.
Yes.
Metcalf got
Amari Cooper.
Okay. Metcalf got traded to the Browns
for a second rounder. So I'm done. Any last words? Any of you? Any last words?
Last words. I got a team with Tyler Lockett, Metcalf, and JSN on it. We don't have a passing fucking attack. Like, do you understand how frustrating that is to see good? We have elite fucking talent on this team, and we can't get our shit together. So I know you're paying from a different aspect, like of just when is this thing going to work out? But I know my team's fraudulent. I feel for you.
The one thing I will say is we got the nanny. That's all I got to say. When it comes to Michigan, when it comes to college, we got the nanny. That's all that matters to me. but as far as the pros go, I give it the big middle finger. All right. Yeah, I gotta be getting out of here. Much love. Thank you so much. Hear me out. Thank you so much, Craig.
Change that smoke detector.
We need to see you around, Craig.
Yo, man, when I see you on here, I'm gonna tap in.
This is a big moment for you, Craig.
I told you that nigga was gonna win, son.
Everybody knew he was gonna freaking win.
Yeah, that idea. Yeah, I wasn't surprised.
Come on, man.
I think everybody knew he was gonna win.
You shitting on that man about a year ago, B.
How was I sitting on him?
You know what I mean? You got your moderators blocking me and shit, all kind of shit.
Damn, son, was it fun?
Actually, well,
as a lifelong Republican voter, I was surprised. I
was
thinking it's going to be bad.
No. There was only one moderator that was blocking it. Only one. But she ain't a moderator no more.
I'm about to say, because a couple times I did come here, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like 2 months ago or something like that. I was up a lot around nighttime and shit. And I used to come in here.
Man, it's a long time ago, but somebody, I don't even feel like going into that story. Let's just say she ain't here no more, and her name will not be mentioned ever in life.
Hey, yo, Craig, bro, listen. Dealing with this YouTube shit and being on here, people will do that shit just because they feel a way about you. And you don't even know why they do it. They never tell you. They'll never tell you why. They just do it.
Hear me out. You gotta go to work.
No, I gotta go work in like 8 hours.
Oh.
I did do something inside, so that's
all. Well, thank you for coming up and everything. Thank you for the support, everyone.
Yep.
Much love to everybody.
All right, We-On-Loc. Good night.
All right, man. All right. Stay safe out there.
All right, you too, bro.
All right. Montrese.
What up, bro?
Montrese.
What's up?
What's gonna happen in the next 4 years, bro?
Hey, listen, man. He might not even make it. They talking about 17 counts. They trying to throw on the boy. So I'm like, yo, listen, my popcorn gonna be out. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna make sure I got some popcorn with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit back and watch this shit show. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something. But honestly, but in all seriousness, people have to stop being so in their feelings about people's opinions and views on politics and how they feel. We gotta stop that shit, bro. It's, you know what I'm saying? That's the way of the world, man. Let people live how they want to live. Let people vote for who they want to vote for, even if they didn't vote. You know what I'm saying? Let people do what they want to do, man. Don't, you know what I'm saying? People need to stop getting in their feelings about this shit. I really don't give a fuck. I
Be
don't give a
who
fuck.
you are. That's all you
Mm-hmm.
gotta do. Be who you are.
That's right.
All right. Stay safe out there.
All right, bro.
All right, take it easy. And this is the perfect another addition to the We-On-Loc Nation channel. Go about your regular business. Just go about your regular business. Do you? Stop worrying about these feminists. Stop worrying about these jackoffs. Stop worrying about, just do you. Got a family. Be with your family. All right. I get the fuck out of here. All right. Peace.